We in?
Yeah, kind.
Let me see if I can pull this up. We in?
Yeah, we in.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, we in.
All right. Call La.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahara Kakwadash.
Double honors to the apostles over the Great Millstone Church, as well as the elder bishop, Shalom, on down to the rest of the elders and Akim of the branches, also hold forth the true word of life. So yeah, we the Hebrew Israelites coming back out here with some edification for the day. Really dealing with understanding these generations. You know what I'm saying? Understanding the people through, which will show you by understanding the generations, the environment we're in, why the environment looked the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? And knowing that, okay, it's because of the generations that's here. So we're gonna get into that, and it's also gonna show you where we at as far as biblical prophecy goes, and times, how close we are to certain prophecies. Because the Lord said we kick off with that, we get both of them. The one, save yourselves from this forward generation, and then, but let's get the one in Matthew 5 and jump to like 19. That's Acts 2 and 40. Go to Matthew 5 and like jump to like say matter of fact,
I'm at Matthew 3,
you got it.
3 and 7.
Go ahead, let me see. That's one. 12. $13 and 30. We kick it off there.
Yeah.
Oh, matter of fact, that's yeah, that was the Lord speaking about the end of the world. All right, this in regards to the Lord. So you can go to Matthew 24, you can go to Luke 21 or Matthew 13. Let's go to Luke 21. Mark 13 is what I meant. But let's go to Luke 21. All right, and 22.
Yeah, it's the book of Luke chapter 21 and verse 22.
Yep.
It says, for these be the days of vengeance. That
For
all
what be?
For these.
Go ahead.
For these be the days of vengeance. That all things which are written may be fulfilled.
Reading where? In the Bible, in the book, regarding certain events that's gonna bring certain outcomes, bring up certain people, bring down certain people, bring the death of a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Bring the favor that's over, a slew of people to the forefront, in front of everybody. Because in that time when everybody dying, you're gonna have some people clearly seen to have the favor and protection of the Lord, Yahweh Shai Shah, around them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we're talking about those times. You go ahead.
Yep. Verse 23 says, but woe unto them that are with child.
No, read it one more time.
Yeah, Khan. Luke chapter 21 and verse 22. It says, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
See that? Go ahead.
But woe unto them that are with child, and to them that give suck in those days.
32?
22.
32.
Salak. Luke chapter 21 and verse 32, Salakia. It says, verily I say unto you, this generation.
What?
This generation,
Which generation?
this generation shall not pass away
Shall not
till
what shall not pass away. What's the generation deal with? It's talking about people. We're gonna get that word generation too. All right. Let's get it real quick.
God.
Generation.
It's the word generation in the Greek.
1074, Genea. Genea.
It's genaya. And it says fathered, birth, nativity. That which has been begotten. And it says men,
What?
that
Men,
yeah, men of the
So
same
people
stock.
that's
Yeah.
born.
Yep.
right? And it said what?
Men of the same stock, a
See,
family.
Men. Men of the same stock. You could be of the same stock by being of the same race or of the same birth
Right.
time. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
The several ranks of natural descent.
See? That's what a generation is. You know? And what's the several ranks of what did it say? The several ranks of what?
Natural descent.
Of natural descent. Basically the order of people. You know what I'm saying? Like you got the ancient spirits, but how they be like in current times, somebody will say, oh, they got an old soul.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see it through the spirit. So a generation is denoting, you know, a certain set of people. It brings forth a certain sets of people. All right, holds you know a certain set of people, meaning they from the same time or whatever. Right? Go ahead.
Yeah, it says a group of men very like each other in endowments, pursuits, character.
And what make you see? What makes you alike? Because you can be from if you first of all if you come from the same race, and then you come from the same demographic of race, you know, because a lot of Jakes are either more similar or completely similar because they all Jakes, but to where they'll be similar, but they'll be very similar if they come from the same demographic.
Yeah.
Like if they all from the hood or didn't grow up with a golden spoon, you know what I'm saying? Or their parents weren't sellouts, you know what I'm saying? So they had a certain upbringing. And then, but you also have that on a broader scale to where you can see it amongst the similarity amongst two races
Right.
or certain races. That will come off of what? Them being exposed to the same culture. And they're born around the same time. But they would have to have all fed into that same culture for that really to be possible.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because besides that, they're going to be different because they're a different race. So yeah, this is this culture, but we got to both feed into it, which we might both do, but I'm an Israelite and you a fucking Edomite or something, right? An Ishmaelite, a damn Elamite, right? To where that's only so far because when you go back home, y'all speaking this, y'all eating this way, and ain't none of that culture there.
Right.
You getting a whole nother upbringing. Then when I go home, ain't nobody at home. You know what I'm saying? I don't even got food. I might take some meat and put it on the bread and get on the phone or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
They ain't doing that. You went home and played violin for an hour.
Right.
I went home and got on PlayStation 2 for an hour.
Exactly.
All night. You know?
Yeah, Khan, another one here is the whole multitude of men living at the same time.
That's proving it. So a generation, right, is people of the same race, right, born around the same time, exposed to the same things. To where they got the same, what it say, character. This in the Greek, right?
Yep.
Same what? Character.
Say same endowments, pursuits, and character.
Yeah. So they got knowledge of the same things, if you will. You know, and they got the same pursuits. Because like somebody born from the 40s ain't chasing with somebody from, I don't know, you know, born in 2000 something is chasing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They probably want a skyscraper, penthouse. Person for the 40s want a little ass house out, you know, with some acres or something.
Right.
Different pursuits. They chasing Hollywood. They chasing for God to let them in, you know, somebody in the 2000s, and someone from the 40s is chasing for God to let them in the pearly white gates. You know? So it's different mentalities. And we here with multiple generations of people. And a generation, did you have more on it?
Yeah, Khan. It says in age, the time ordinarily occupied by each successive generation,
See that?
a space of 30 through 33 years.
So a generation is me and you born at the same time. We both 33 now. Both have children, same time, right? That starts a whole new generation.
Right.
Because we 30 to 33 years apart. Now sometimes people say, which is roughly, right, 20 to 30 years.
Right.
So at minimum, 20 years apiece. You know, because most people's parents is
About 20.
20 years, you know, estimate around them. You know, you don't really get nobody that's younger than 20 years. Can happen, but it's rare. You know, so on average, most people's gap is 20, 30 years. That's a generation. So you, from your child, if y'all 20 to 30 years apart, y'all a whole nother generation. You know, but if you like 15 years from your child, y'all the same generation. You know what I'm saying? Now think about that, you know? So let's go ahead and go to that verse one more time, 32.
Yep. Luke chapter 21 and verse 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
See that? So certain things can't happen until this certain generation is here. This certain generation that the Lord, because he said generation, not generations. This certain generation feel it. And we're going to hold Baba Kashal, we're going to hold 2nd Esdras in the 4th chapter, where it talk about the ring. You know what I'm saying? Mars return, you know, like unto a ring. You know? And then we're going to get it in 2nd Esdras 7. But just let me know when you got that, when you holding it.
Khan.
We ain't gonna get it yet, but just let me know. So we gonna read this article. It was from Purdue. Me and the brother was talking about it some few weeks back. Should still have it. You got that?
2nd Esdras, well, yeah, 5 and 42.
Yeah, I think it is the 5th chapter. I thought it basically started in the 4th, because they're in the complete same thought. That's the verse, but we not gonna get the verse. We gonna get the whole.
The gist of it.
He broke it down to him.
Khan.
So just hold that. But anyway, so let's go ahead and go to Matthew 5 and start it to show that's what this is talking about. 5 and is it like 18? Yep.
Yep, this is the book of Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18. It says, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
See that? Read that one more time.
Matthew chapter 5 and 18, for verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot.
Till heaven and earth pass. Changes. Right? Go ahead.
It
You
says,
can get that word pass too.
yep, it says one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
Right? Now before we do, go back to Luke 21.
Luke chapter 21 and 32,
Start at 22.
verse 22.
You could probably start at, let me see. Yep, 22. That's gonna prove it. Go ahead.
Luke 21 and verse 22, for these be the days of vengeance, that all things which are written may be fulfilled.
See that? These be the days of vengeance. So it's a certain time frame to where the days of vengeance is gonna be played out, which we already in. Right? We really already in, because he said these are, but he was explaining to them. It couldn't have literally been when he was saying it at that moment, because he wouldn't have been prophesying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because to prophesy is to say before. You know. Go ahead. That's it.
Yeah, keep on. Go to hop to 32.
Okay.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
See that? So this generation, right? This particular generation is what's going to control the times. You know, the times of vengeance. All right? And shalom to the Yakin. All right, how about you, man? Shabbat. All right? So that's clear. That's what we just read, right? In Matthew 5. You can jump back.
Yep. Matthew chapter 5 and verse 18. For verily I say unto you, till heaven and earth pass, one jot or one tittle shall in no wise pass from the law till all be fulfilled.
See that? So let's get that word pass. So it's the same thing. So it's about everything being able to be fulfilled, you know, before heaven and earth passes, you know. Now, what does it mean by pass in the Greek? You got it.
Pass in the Greek, the word is
39:28. Parechamai. Parechamai.
parekamai, and it says to go pass by of persons moving forward.
Good.
An act continuing for a time. To pass away, perish.
So meaning, keep going.
It says to pass by, that is to neglect, omit.
Where you at? Double I?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
It says to be led by.
Yeah, so when you omit something, you take it away. See that? So the estate of the heavens, meaning those in power, right? Spiritually, the estate of the heavens, because the heavens represent being high up. And the estate of the heavens, hence the sky, right? Physically, it's not going to be able to change or be taken away from the estate it is in. You know, until all things be fulfilled.
Right.
But he said, when you go to Luke 21, what?
Luke chapter 21.
32.
Phone tweaking. Luke chapter 21 and 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
See that? So, meaning these things, this generation, how am I trying to say this? These things being fulfilled is upon this generation. Being here, you know, to where these things will be fulfilled. To you know, to where these crazy events that's gonna happen, happens. Because of how they are. And their abilities, what they're gonna be able to do to where these things can happen. So for example, let's get, we got the Acts 2 and 4, I think it was 40. And let's get this one. He called this generation, because every generation, they're from different times, right? Different pursuits. They got different character. So let's go to Matthew 12. And 39, we can get that.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 12 and verse 39, right? Yeah, verse 39. It says, but he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it, but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
See that? Now let's go to Mark 8 and 38. So he says that's a particular type of generation. It's a generation of people that got adultery, taking somebody, they covetous, taking someone else's possessions that doesn't belong to them. You know, those that break vows, covenants. You got a generation that can be like that.
Right.
A generation that basically brings a bad time. Because that's what evil mean, right? Eve being time, representing time, and ill representing bad. Go ahead.
Yep. Mark chapter 8 and verse 38, it says, whosoever therefore,
So let's find out if this generation actually exists. Go ahead. Which we know it do, but go ahead.
it says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation,
See? So it exists. In this adulterous and what?
sinful generation.
That's it. So this is a particular generation that's adulterous, and sinful. And guess what? They was on the scene when Yahushua was on the scene. See that? But guess what? Was it all of them? Well, we gonna get that. You can finish.
It says, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
So this is a generation that's gonna bring Yahushua back with the angels. But the thing is, it wasn't just dumb. Cause let's go to let's go to let's go to Mark 15. Matter of fact, stupid thing. Matthew 27 and 25. Now check this out.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 27 in verse 25. It says, then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us.
His what?
His blood
See that?
be on us
This evil generation. You can probably read up a little bit, but just keep going.
and our children and
see,
on our children.
And on who?
And on our children.
See that? A lot of these people's children was just getting started. Hadn't been born yet. Some people saying that with babies in the womb.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people were saying that for babies they was getting ready to have. All right? So you can read it one more time.
Yep, Matthew chapter 27 and verse 25, it says, then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children.
His what? His what?
His blood be on us.
Whose blood?
His blood
Be on who?
be on us.
See? And when you go back to what was just reading, where was that at?
Mark chapter 8 and verse 38.
Yep.
It says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous.
And what?
In this adulterous.
Gotta emphasize on that. Whosoever shall be ashamed of me, right? Me, meaning him, in this adulterous, and what?
And sinful generation.
See that? Evil. Go ahead.
Of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
See that? So this is the generation Yahushua was talking about. You know, going back to what was that? Luke 21 and 32. Then we'll go back to that Matthew 27. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 32. Verily I say unto you, this generation.
See which one?
This generation.
They was right there. They was on the scene when he was there. Go ahead.
Shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
Why? Matthew 27. You good?
Come on. Matthew chapter 27 and verse 25. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children.
Yeah, because this is when Yahushua being crucified. So these are people that got him crucified. They delivered him up. When they was being asked for Yahushua to be released for Barabbas, a thief, a robber, you know. They asked for him over Yahushua, who was innocent, who came for them, who people call Jesus Christ. All right, go ahead.
Yep.
Instead. And the more they was asked, they kept saying, let him be crucified. You know what I'm saying? Start at 21.
Matthew chapter 27 and verse 21. The governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you? They said,
twain meaning two. Go ahead.
They said, Barabbas.
And what was Barabbas? You know what I'm saying? You could probably jump up to where it tell you that he was a thief and a robber. Because we're getting into the psyche of this generation. All right?
Yeah.
Got it?
It's probably in a different book.
I got you.
Kind.
I want to say John 18 and 40. That might be it. Matter of fact, you can go to, you in 27? Jump to 16.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 27 and verse 16, it says, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas.
See that? Now go to Mark, let me see.
Mark 15, maybe. It said notable prisoner.
Yeah, but what was he reading in the NOT? Go ahead.
Yeah, Matthew 27 and 16. This year there was a notorious prisoner.
See, notorious means you famous for something. So he was well known. Everybody knew him. Just like the notorious B.I.G. This man was a well-known, wicked-ass individual. All right? Go ahead, keep reading.
Yep. It says, Matthew 27, 16, and they had then a notable prisoner.
You back in the KJV?
Yeah.
Good?
Yeah, I was just looking in the other books to try to find if it was more specific or detailed.
Yeah, you tired, man. You gotta say something, get some water. Hot out here. Oh, you said that last week. Go ahead.
Okay. Yep, Matthew chapter 27 and 16 in the KJV, it says, and they had then a notable prisoner called Barabbas. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you?
Go ahead.
Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach.
Yep. Now, yeah, again, Barabbas clearly he's notorious. When you're notorious, you know that the word means you're known for something bad. All right, so it's a wicked ass individual. Let's see who they picked. Go ahead. He was evil. Then we're gonna get the proof of what he was in the Mark. You got it?
Yeah, kind. It says, therefore, verse 17, therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye?
Jakes knew, if you will, who he was and what he was about. Go ahead.
Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them,
go ahead.
whom will ye then? It's like, who will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach.
Which is perfect for it to be laid out like this, because they know exactly who this man is. So that's why I said it in the previous verse that he was what? Noble. He was notorious.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I said the real reason why I said noble in the KJV is because Jake.
No, it said notable.
Or notable.
Notable. Yeah.
My bad. So same thing. He was notable. Matter of fact,
You wanna go into it?
let's get that word notable.
Yeah.
All I was gonna say was, cause Jake had him ranked up there high.
Right.
Like how they rank the damn celebrities now. You know what I'm saying? He was notable, like Notorious B.I.G.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says having, this is the word notable in the Greek, apesimos, and it says having a mark on it, mark stamped, coined, in a good sense.
See?
Illustrious.
So it's the same thing. They had him as, he was like a celebrity though.
Yeah, remarkable.
He was what they wanted to be like. They admired him, you know? He was basically like a wicked ass celebrity or a wicked drug dealer or something. You see what I'm saying? Now he exactly was what? He was a lot of things, because it just said he was a thief And a robber, a murderer. Go ahead.
Yep. Verse 18, it says, for he knew for envy they had delivered him.
Go ahead. See, they knew for envy. Did you, hold on, what verse you just read? You jumped. It don't even make sense.
17 to 18.
Come on, bro. Where was you at?
I just read 17, which
Hold
one they
on,
gonna
hold
release to him.
Right, read that again.
16.
Yeah. No, 17.
Matthew 27 and verse 17. Therefore, when they were gathered together, Pilate said unto them, whom will ye that I release unto you? Barabbas or Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach.
Right, he's known as the notable one. People, he known too, but go ahead.
It says, for he knew that for envy they had delivered him.
Right, so this not this is what he thinking in his head. You know what I'm saying? He knew Jake was just hating on him or hating on Yahushua it is, and had hate for him.
I can read in the NLT.
You got it.
Matthew 27 and 18 in the NLT, it says he knew very well that the religious leaders had arrested Yahushua out of envy.
Same thing, but it's all these niggas. It ain't just the religious leaders. Because remember, to let them alone, he had already said that. They be blind leaders of the blind. And if the blind lead the blind, see, they all wicked. Both gonna fall into the ditch. So they all gonna be guilty. So there ain't no separation here. Go ahead.
Verse 19 says, when he was set down on the judgment seat, his wife sent unto him saying,
because they put him in position to be seen as bad. You know, like leaders put you in position to chase this lifestyle, but you still get put in front of you the option to decide which one you want to pick.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Yep.
So this shows how wicked these niggas is. You got it?
When he was set down on the judgment seat,
or was, right? Because we talking about a generation of old, right? Go ahead.
it says his wife sent unto him saying, have thou nothing to do with that?
Have thou nothing. She telling him. It's not a question. She telling him, don't have nothing to do with this. You need to get the fuck out of this. Because why? Go ahead.
Have thou nothing to do with that just man?
See, have thou nothing to do with that just man. Why? Go ahead.
For I have suffered many things this day.
She was catching hell. She was being fucked with. She was being plagued in her mind. Her day was weird. Go ahead.
In a dream.
Because she was and then she was getting dreams. You know what I'm saying? So she already knew it was something different. Like, whatever you do, make sure you don't, get us associated with what's about to go down with that man. You need to actually step out of this shit. Go ahead.
Yep. It says in a dream because of him.
Mm-hmm. So all the signs in the world, hence the sign of the prophet Jonas.
Right.
You see that? So clearly that man was, of that sign of the prophet Jonas. That's all he did is prophesy. Ain't that the spirit of our Lord? Ain't that the testimony of our Lord?
Mm-hmm. Spirit of prophecy.
He was just a prophet. Go ahead.
It says, but the chief priests and the elders persuaded the multitude that they should ask.
But he was the top prophet. He was the anointed one. Go ahead.
That they should ask Barabbas.
See? But the what?
But the chief priest.
The chief priest. See, the top. Go ahead.
And the elders persuaded the multitude.
See, they persuaded the multitude after they got him delivered up. To what? Go ahead.
That they should ask Barabbas.
Barabbas. Come on. Come on.
And destroy Yahushua.
Yup.
It says, the governor answered and said unto them, whether of the twain will ye that I release unto you?
Getting to the point.
They said, Barabbas.
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 Come on.
Pilate saith unto them, what shall I do then with Yahushua, which is called Hamashiach?
Mm-hmm.
They all say unto him, let him be crucified.
Because when you break the word Barabbas down, it's Barabbas, right? It's not Barabbas. Barabbas, meaning son, right, of the Most High. So he was the complete opposite of that. He was the inverted version of Yahushua. You know what I'm saying? When you go into the word, but we did a lesson on it before. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, and the governor.
Some people say Barabbas, but it's a compound word. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and the governor said, why? What evil hath he done? But they cried out the more, saying, let him be crucified. It says, when Pilate saw that he could prevail nothing, but that rather a tumult was made, he took water.
They were screaming, getting loud. Go ahead.
He took water and washed his hands before the multitude, saying,
Go ahead.
I am innocent of the blood of this person, of this just person.
I ain't signing off for this. I ain't with this. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
See ye to it.
Go ahead.
Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us.
Yes.
And
And
on our
like, cool, you ain't got nothing to do with it. We gonna make that nigga die.
Mhm.
This what Jake said. And this is the leaders of Jake said. Go ahead.
Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us
His blood be on us. Go
and
ahead.
on our children.
So they was against the one known as the word. They was against the word. They was against Yahushua. This how this generation was, which is why he said ain't nothing, this generation ain't leaving till all this shit happens. So everything happened is upon this generation. See that? This generation was said to be on the scene according to this and to be against the word. Wanted put to death, wanted put out his sight. They sight. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind.
And they said, let his blood be on who?
On us
And who else?
and our children.
And our children. See that? Now that's where you get into the multiple generations. See that? Because some of these children are gonna come forth 20, 30 years apart from these people that will give birth to them, who will be guilty of this, that will be against Yahushua, who people call Jesus. And then you will have other people, right, who's like 15 years apart from their parents, who will be a part of this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Technically making them a part of the same generation. See that? But guess what? This generation that will say, who will be the adults then, right? That will say, let his blood be upon us and our children is responsible for it. You see what I'm saying? And they held to it, the children. Now, how would that be? Because when does the innocent and just perish? Whoever perished being innocent. When have the just, whoever perished being innocent, Job 4:7. You know what I'm saying? Nobody. So when somebody does, how? Like these children that was not yet born.
Right.
Because they was fucking evil too. That's how the Lord makes sense of it. They will be wicked motherfuckers coming back. Guess what? They will be their fathers coming back.
Right.
Oh, that's heavy. Oh, man. Let's go to, you can finish the verse.
Yeah, kind. It says, then released he Barabbas
Yep, Luke 11. Go ahead.
unto them,
Yep.
and when he had scourged Yahushai, he delivered him to be crucified.
Barabbas, yeah. So they asked for Barabbas, who was a known wicked ass nigga. Let's go to Mark 15 real quick, just to prove that. And 7.
Yep, book of Mark chapter 14 and verse 7. It says, for ye have the poor with you always.
Where you at?
Mark 14.
No, 15. You can actually go to Luke. Go ahead, that's cool.
Mark chapter 15 and verse 7. And there was one named Barabbas, Salak. It says, which lay bound with them that had made insurrection with him, who had committed murder in the insurrection.
So he's a fucking murderer. He's a bunch of shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to back to Luke 21. My bad, we didn't even go to Luke 21. I mean, Luke 23 and 19. Well, matter of fact, don't even get that one. Go to John 18 and 40.
It's the book of St. John chapter 18, and this is verse 40.
Yep.
It says, then cried they all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas.
See, they didn't want Yahushua. They wanted Barabbas. They ain't with that shit, man. He on that Bible shit. Go ahead.
Now, Barabbas was a robber.
See that? He was a murderer and a fucking robber. Go ahead. He was known to be that.
Notorious.
Right? He was notable, well known. Niggas admired that nigga because of that. He was like how Jacob admired wicked niggas now.
Right.
So that sound like these wicked niggas back.
Same shit. Yep.
And in the NLT, it tells you he was notorious. So you will know that, don't get it twisted, he was known for being evil. Meaning they knew that nigga was evil. But they ranked him high. Just like Howard Shaw was known. You know what I'm saying? But they like, nah, you know, the hell with that.
Exactly.
But yeah, that's basically it. You can go back to where you was at. Not the Mark 15. What was it? We was going to something else.
The Mark 8.
We finished that.
Yeah, we finished this.
What was we just reading? We read the Matthew 27. And what did you go to after that? Because it was a point. Okay, that's it. So we good. Let's go to Luke 11 and 50, Bible shot. So they knew, man, but that's who they chose. All right. So we getting character and the pursuits of these people. They want to be murderers and robbers. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm holding Acts 2 and 40.
More than likely, Barabbas was getting money, right?
Yeah, more than likely.
You know? Nigga was doing all type of shit. Go ahead.
Luke chapter 11. And what verse?
50.
Luke chapter 11 and verse 50. It says that the blood of all the prophets which was shed from the foundation of the world may be required of
That's
this
what it was.
generation.
So when you go back to that Matthew 27 and go to the verse, he said, let this, how it said, we good. Just get ready to go back to it. He said, let his blood be upon us. So that's how this generation was. They wanted Yahushua dead. And when they wanted you to know they was against Yahushua. And they like, don't even let it be upon us, let it be upon our children. So they would get condemned with that shit. Now how would that be just? Because the Lord would just get them wicked ass spirits for children. You know what I'm saying? That he was gonna get anyway. That's how nobody ever perishes being innocent. That's how he do it. That's how the Lord justifies Esau not getting no repentance.
Right.
Why? Because he was Cain. Got a net. There's a bug crawling on his face. But yeah, go ahead, bro. So this is how. All right, go ahead. We go back to the Luke 11 and 50.
Yeah. Luke chapter 11 verse 50. It says that the blood of all the prophets.
Start at 49.
Yeah, verse 49. Luke chapter 40.
Oh, my bad. Let's do even better. Go to 47. Start there.
Yeah, Luke chapter 11 and verse 47. It says, woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets.
See? Now watch this.
And your fathers killed them. And your fathers killed them.
See that?
Yeah.
That's crazy. See that?
That's crazy.
So 2 generations. So they said, let his blood be upon us and upon our children. Now, how would that be? Because they bringing back their fathers. That's how. A lot of those are the fathers the niggas that was already killing the prophets coming back. That's how. And we can even get that word children to see how far it go. All right? But guess what? When he said all this generation not gonna pass until all be fulfilled, he's talking about the core, right, of all the wicked people. Hence the root.
Right.
You see that? That's crazy, man. So these the original prophet killers. As the children coming back. Can't make that up. This is Matthew 3, and I'm gonna start at I'm gonna start at 10. And now also is the Acts. Matter of fact, you had that in the 7th verse. Oh, I could read it.
Which one is it?
Matthew 3, the generation of vipers.
Yeah, kind.
I'm already here.
You got it.
This is Matthew 3 and 7. It says, but when he saw many of the Pharisees and Sadducees, not all of them, right, come to his baptism. Who is this? It's talking about John, right? It's talking about John. He said unto them, O ye generation of vipers. Notice generation keep coming up. It's a generation of Satan motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Satanic ass Jakes. Jakes is always just wicked spirits. That's what it's talking about. It says, old generation of vipers, who had warn you to flee from the wrath to come. See that? Because they supposed to die in the wrath to come. It says, bring forth therefore fruits meet for repentance. Like, how did you get here? Y'all always caught up in evil.
Right.
How the hell you here? So since you here though, you need to repent. So bring forth fruits meet for repentance. It says, and think not to yourselves, to say within yourselves in your mind, we have Abraham to our father, for I say unto you that Yahweh is able of these stones to raise up children unto Abraham. Right? And now also the axe is laid unto the root of the trees. A tree is representing what? Family, stock. The Lord is going to get to the core of all wickedness. He's going to get to the core of you wicked ass mugs, man. Because y'all come from a different tree any goddamn way. You know, y'all not even know this. Y'all of a whole nother seed line spiritually. Go real quick, go to
St. John 8.
No, go to Matthew 13.
Okay.
Jump to like 36. If you have something, bring it up. 30 something else. Go to yep, go ahead.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 13 and verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field. He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man. The field is the world.
Matter of fact, 27, start there.
Yep, Matthew 13 and verse 27.
Go ahead.
It says, so the servants of the household came and
24.
said, yep,
27.
verse 24, Matthew 13 and 24, another parable put he forth unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in his field.
Good what?
Good seed.
What type of seed?
Good seed in his field.
In his field. Go ahead.
But while men slept, his enemy came and sowed tares among the wheat and
So
went his way.
These are different seeds, but they look alike. Wheat and tares look alike. So these wheat will be the seeds the good man sowed. Hence that was the good seed, which was the good seed he sowed. But then you got some you know, in the time when they will come up, really upon this being preached is what this talking about. You will have clearly visible shit that kind of look like wheat amongst it in the field. You know what I'm saying? In the church, in the truth. But when you really assess them, they different. You know what I'm saying? They not the same. You know? Go ahead. Represented wicked jakes. So this word, this truth will come forth, and then the Lord will bring forth real people upon it being sown. But at the same time, they will come forth, wicked niggas will pop up. How did that happen? Fake believers, fake women. People that ain't really with the Lord. You know what I'm saying? People that really want to build the world. People that really want the Lord to be put away. His Sakari, his Genesis, so forth and so on. Go ahead.
It says, but when the blade was sprung up and brought forth fruit,
Yep.
then appeared the tares also.
How did this happen? As if he sold that. Go ahead.
So the servants of the householder came and said unto him, sir, didst not thou sow good seed in thy field? From whence then hath it tares?
Now jump back to where you was at.
Luke
36.
chapter 11
36.
and verse 36, 46,
36.
36. It says, oh, that's not it.
That is it. Wherever you started at. No, you in Luke. Matthew. Jump back to where you was at. Remember you started Matthew 13 and 36. That's what I meant by jump back.
Okay, kind.
Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 13.
Go ahead.
Oh, you mean come back? Okay, kind of select. Matthew chapter 13 and verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying, declare unto us the parable of the tares of the field.
So what was you really talking about when you brought that out, Yahushua? That's what they saying. Go ahead.
He answered and said unto them, he that soweth the good seed is the Son of Man.
See? So it's talking about Yahushua setting up this ministry. See that? Go ahead.
The field,
Preaching. Go ahead.
the field is the world.
See? Go ahead.
The good seed are the children of the kingdom.
That those that got the word, that received the word. So it's the Jakes that the word through Yahushua was preached to. In all true faith and sincerity, you know? As much as they were supposed to hear, that received it, that will go on and receive it, and then they will come forth and bring forth the fruit. They will bring forth as the field, because the field is really the world of Israel.
Right.
So it consists of the minds of the Israelites. You know what I'm saying? Because it's the world of the Israelites. Go ahead.
It says,
The
but
Lord ain't sowing this to Elam. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's talking about the world of Israel. That's the world it's talking about. It ain't talking about the world of Esau. Go ahead.
it says, but the tares are the children.
Read that one more time.
Yep, starting from the top, Matthew 13 and 38. The field is the world.
See, the field is the world, the same world he loved, the world of Israel. Those he came unto, see that? That's what it's talking about. Let's go to it real quick. John 1. And like, what, 11? Maybe 15? St. John 1. Sorry, 11.
Yep.
Yep.
St. John chapter 1 and verse
The spirit. The 10th verse.
in verse 10.
Yep. Go ahead.
It says he was in the world. Matter of fact, I'll start at verse 9. It says that was the true light which lighted every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him.
And what is that light that came into the world? It's talking about the word. All right? This is Isaiah 9 and 8. It says what? The Lord sent a word into Jacob. Talking about his doctrine. Through the ministry. Yahushua, the word. And it had lighted upon Israel. See, and not everybody's talking about Israel. Go ahead.
Yep. St. John 1 and 8. He, verse 9, it says that was the true light which lighted every man that cometh into the world. He was in the world, and the world was made by him.
So the world is talking about is Israel. Because that's where the Lord sent the light, which is actually the word. And lighted upon Israel, Jacob. All right, all 12 tribes. Go ahead.
And the world knew him not.
That's how you know Yahushua didn't just go to the southern kingdom. He would have had to go to the northern kingdom. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So he came to Americas. Because aren't they Jacob? They actually known as Israel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Go ahead. We're known as Judah, the southern kingdom. Go ahead.
It says he was in the world, and the world was made by him, and the world knew him not. He came unto his own,
See that? Proving it. He didn't go to everybody. He only went to Israel. Go ahead.
and his own received him not.
See that? Go ahead.
But
So he came unto his own to what? Give him the word. Plant it. You know? But everybody ground or foundation wasn't set up to where they could receive it. Go ahead.
it
But
says,
yet they were still Israelites.
yep.
Go ahead. Yet they're just like now. They're still Israelites. Just carnally. Go ahead.
But as many as received him, to them gave he power to become the sons of God.
So those that had good ground, that was in a good estate to where they can hear the word and allow it to take root to where they could become who they need to be. They did so. So you can jump back to Matthew 13 and 36.
Matthew chapter 13 and verse 36. Then Yahushua sent the multitude away and went into the house, and his disciples came unto him, saying,
Or
declare.
pick up where you left off.
Yeah, kind. Matthew 13 and verse 38. The field is the world.
See? So that's it.
There you go. Yep.
Go ahead.
It says the good seed are the children of the kingdom.
So that's it. Because ultimately a seed wasn't just to stay a seed. It's not even actually talking about a seed. It's talking about the word. And that word was to be sown in the Israelites' mind. And it was supposed to what? Bring forth a good Israelite.
Right.
Hence fruit.
Fruit.
A repentant Israelite.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to bring forth, which it does and did. Go ahead. And still doing. Go ahead.
Yep. It
Because
says,
this ministry's still going on. You got it?
but the tares.
But while that goes on, what happened? Tares pop up.
Yep.
You know Now, how that happened? Go ahead. And what is that talking about? Go ahead.
But the tares are the children of the wicked one.
Those are those that are Israelites, but they didn't receive the word, whether by rejecting it, which is exactly what Hosea 4:6 talking about.
Right.
Jake, the ultimate knowledge Jake reject is Yahweh Shah Shah, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's why you destroy it, because you can reject Esau's school knowledge, secular, scholastic knowledge all damn day. You know, coming from him, because you hate school type stuff, right? But then you can receive the word of Yahweh Shah, and then it'll correct you, like, okay, no, you take the meat from certain bones. You know what I'm saying? That you are to take. As long as you get this, man. All right, because surely men of high degree and low degree,
vanity.
Yeah, vanity, and so is men of low degree. So you gotta be balanced, man. All right, supposed to be how you're supposed to be, which is about this. Go ahead, being about this. Go ahead. The
Verse
Lord, the
39. It's like it says the enemy that sold them is the devil.
So these are Israelites that did receive the word, but they walk around with knowledge. They learn from rappers, evil people, adulterers. Esau, because Esau made these damn rappers and celebrities. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
Esau let them come unto you. Pilate didn't have to let Barabbas go.
Exactly.
You the goddamn governor. Now you want to be for the people, but you really ain't for the people. This is how we know you a damn devil. Your wife just said, don't touch him or you gonna get fucked up. So why would you let Jake touch him?
Exactly.
Because you don't give a fuck about him. See that? You just there to make money. Nigga, he's not the shepherd. You just the governor. Because the hireling flee when they see the wolf coming. Because he cared not for the sheep.
Exactly.
He's a hireling.
Mm-hmm.
He only there for the money. Go ahead.
Yep. It says the harvest is the end of the world, and the reapers are the angels.
See that? And that end of the world, talking about the world of Esau, where Jake is being people that become like this. It's being people that want to be evil and adulterous because they can get away with it. They push to it in this world, the so-called white man's world. The so-called white man world didn't just start, it was going on then.
Mm-hmm.
How you think how a so-called black man who was healing so-called black people get put to death? Don't that sound familiar? And somehow the so-called white man was always responsible for it.
Right.
Every time a prominent leader in Jake community die, somehow it get attached to the government. Man, the FBI killed them.
Mm-hmm.
From Nipsey Hussle to Dr.
Tupac.
King to Tupac, every single one of them.
Yeah.
The feds killed Pac. Everybody that was supposed to be any type of good. Marcus Garvey, you know what I'm saying? Who else? Malcolm X, if I didn't say. The list just keep going. Fred Hampton.
Exactly.
Keep going, man. Goddamn Dr. Sebi.
Yep. Or then they got locked up, thrown into, oblivion.
Go all the way back to your house shop, man. All right? So this is what this is talking about. So you got a generation who and then the whole time I'm not even the real leaders. All right? But let's get back to the point. Luke 11. And what, 47?
Yep.
Come on.
Luke chapter 11 and verse 47. It says, woe unto you, for ye built the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them.
See that? One to you for you. So when you go back to that Matthew, get back on point. Go ahead. That damn Matthew, that damn Slocky, that Matthew 27, and what verse was it? Let his blood be upon us.
Matthew.
And upon our children.
That's what I was holding. Yep. Matthew 27 and 25. Then answered all the people
Right.
and said, his blood be on us and our children.
See, his blood be on us and our children. You wanna know why? Because the children was the fathers. Go back to Luke 11. And
Luke.
what was it, 46, 47?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
This is the book of Luke, chapter
Can't make this up.
11 and verse 47. Woe unto you, for you built the sepulchres
See, for you build the sepulchres,
of the prophets,
right?
and your fathers,
You making sure it get done. So
Yep.
these the children.
and your fathers killed them.
See, and your fathers is the source of it. They laid the foundation.
And you building them.
So they ultimately saying, let us, the children, have the blood upon us and upon our children who will be the fathers. That started all this shit. To where you don't have nobody perishing being innocent. How the hell you gonna come forth perishing for some shit you wouldn't, man, I ain't asked for that. The only way you would come through a womb like that is if your ass was wicked.
Exactly. From the go. Yep.
A womb or a man that it was holding your ass that was like that. That's how the Lord would do that. And even if he didn't, you wouldn't be a part of that. If you came forth on a womb like that, he would separate you. Like all of, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Tender herb growing out of dry ground. Your parents ain't know nothing, somehow you got this.
Exactly.
Cause you wouldn't know them. But everybody that died with that crowd that said that dumbass shit, that generation that said that dumbass shit, will be of a wicked will be ultimately of a generation that was like that as well. You know what I'm saying? So since that just was said again, let's go back to what was it? Children. In that Matthew 20:21. And then we're gonna get this article. I got one more scripture too.
Yeah, kind. I'm still holding that Acts 2.
Let's get it.
You said Matthew
27.
27, kind.
We're gonna get the word children. Let the blood be upon us.
Yeah, kind. 25. You want me to read the scripture?
Yeah.
Matthew chapter 27 and 25. Then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us,
Whose blood?
his blood be on us and on our children.
Yep. Go ahead. So let's get that word children.
Yeah, going into the word children in the Greek.
Strong's G 5043. Technon. Technon.
Technon, the word children in the Greek. It says offspring, children, child. Metaphorically, the name transferred to that intimate and reciprocal relationship formed between men by the bonds of love, friendship, trust, just as between parents and children.
Y'all get the fuck on. Say that again. Start from the top, bro. I'm sorry. I'm trying to find this dang article.
Yeah, Kartuab. So children, the word technon in the Greek, it says offspring or children. A male child, a son. Metaphorically, the name.
So offspring is synonymous with what? Seed. Which brings for what? Root. All right? This is Satan. Go ahead.
It says,
So that's what children's talking about. So when the Lord says children, he's talking about what? Seed. Seed line. Coming from what? Roots. Which comes from seed line again. All right? Go ahead.
yeah, it's a lot, but I'm just gonna get to some that's like straightforward. Children of the devil. It says those who in thought and action are prompted by the devil and so reflect his character.
See that? So these are children that are what? They're what? What is it again?
Those who in thought and action.
Jump up. Let's start from the top. See that? Let's play it real quick. Technon. That's heavy. That sounds like
Strong's G
technology.
5043.
It's crazy.
Technon. Technon.
Good. So you got offspring. We good, bro. The name transferred. Okay. Jump down to I. Triple I.
Triple I. Yeah.
Yep.
It says in the New Testament,
Mm-hmm.
pupils or disciples are called children
Then we gonna get
of
those.
their teachers
Mhm.
because the latter
See?
by their
Because those people saying that had fathers, right? let his blood be upon us.
Yep.
They have fathers, so that means they will fit this. They will be able to be children, because it says children are pupils or disciples, meaning they followed after. That's Luke 4:11, which we didn't finish reading that.
Right.
11 and 46, right? Let me jump there real quick.
Okay.
This is Luke 11 and 46. It read what? It says, "Woe," and he said, he said, "Woe unto you also, ye lawyers, for ye laid men." My bad. 47. "Woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets." See that? And who's the prophets? Talking about Yahweh Shah. So the Lord saying this generation, they do what? They kill prophets. That he says is the generation where it's going to be where all things written, or where he said all these things that's gonna be fulfilled is by them having to be around, because they can't pass at all unless all these things fulfilled, because a lot of these things is happening on them, and they're gonna be able to happen based off how they are. You ain't gonna be able to see certain things unless it's certain people to be able to that's built to make the shit happen. A lot of the evil gonna come upon the evil generations, and specific certain evil shit. The main evil thing is what? Apostasy. You see what I'm saying? The putting to death of the Lord, the killing of the prophets, the denying of the prophets. That's by way of the people who are designed to do that. You see that? So when you go, so that's how you have these things. That's why the Lord broke us up into generations. All right? It says, "And your fathers killed them. Woe unto you, unto you, so destruction unto you." Right? I'm gonna read this in the NLT. "What sorrow awaits you? For ye build monuments for the prophets your own ancestors killed long ago." All right? And when you go back into the KJV, it says, "Woe unto you, for ye build the sepulchres of the prophets, and your fathers killed them." Right. Your fathers, where you come from, who brought you forth. See that? That's how you doing this. "Truly ye bear witness that ye allowed the deeds, that ye allow the deeds of your fathers." Because you can have certain children that got prophet killers for parents, but they not of that.
Exactly.
The Lord do that as a miracle. To make it, that's why he says a man's enemy shall be what man's?
His house.
Yeah, a man of the Lord. A child that's born of the seed line of Yahweh Shemiah Shah, the actual spiritual Israelites.
Yep.
You see that?
The Lord said he came to bring division.
So he gonna show what's clear. So you're gonna have to have some Israelites among these wicked ass individuals. True Israelites amongst fake Israelites. You're gonna have, hence the wheat and the tares growing together.
Right.
You gotta have it. So you can see what it looked like to serve the Lord. Like, damn, his whole household is a little shorty. He ain't with that. His whole family eat pork. Some reason the spirit on him, like, I ain't eating that. You know, he holding to what that man was saying that day when they walked past the camp. He didn't went against his whole family. She didn't went against her whole family.
Right.
Against the grain. You know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna have some that get put in that, grow up like Jeremiah and his family. "No, brother, you don't know what love is." That nigga got put there because he just like him.
Exactly.
They was doing what? Murdering the Lord that night.
Mm-hmm.
They was in that fucking crowd.
Exactly. Crucified.
That was a generation. Look, that whole family, his parents probably at least 30 years older than him. Clear as day. And he had a brother who he was about 10 years older than him.
Exactly.
And all them niggas was gone. All together doing the same shit. "Nah, brother, what if we look at it like this? Y'all brothers remember that?
Yeah.
It's a slushy. What if it's
You just gotta look at it this way, brother.
He up here smoking a cigarette with his mama and daddy. His daddy supposedly a pastor.
Damn pastor, his mama damn bug out woman.
Thinking she first lady or something.
Yeah, we got Jeremiah named after Jeremiah in the scriptures.
On some proud shit.
Proud as hell.
They all together. So you know that ain't who the Lord was talking to. A man, he wasn't none of them. That man, a man shall be, thing, his own, his whole house gonna be against him. It wasn't none of those men. None of those individual Israelites carnally was that man he was talking about. All right, but anyway, it says, so truly you bear witness that ye allow the deeds of your fathers. You ain't have to add here, hey man, it's my mom. You know what I'm saying? Of your fathers, for they indeed killed them, and ye build their sepulchres. You following the program. Therefore also said the wisdom of Yahweh, I will send them and prophets and apostles, just to prove this. I'm gonna prove y'all ain't nothing and y'all worthy of death I'm gonna give y'all, and y'all worthy to be casted off into lands y'all don't even know, like y'all are to this day. Cause you gonna get the very people that's of me, and you gonna kill them cause you don't hear me, cause they speaking of my word. You know, like Ezekiel, they been doing this shit. It says, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. That the blood, cause they ain't gonna be able to get everybody. But more than likely if they could, they would, right? That the blood of all the prophets, which was shed from the foundation of the world, see that, may be required of this generation, from the blood of Abel unto the blood of Zacharias, which perished between the altar and the temple. Verily I say unto you, it shall be required of this generation. Because y'all wouldn't be putting me to death being a prophet if you wasn't putting prophets to death before. You know what I'm saying? So this is a generation who's built a certain way. They strive after certain things. You just seen it in the chapter you read, man. You just seen it. A generation went into what? Pursuits, character, so forth and so on, man. And we hearing the character, we getting the Bible breaking it down through the Spirit, the Holy Spirit. This generation has carnal pursuits outside of the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. They want to be like the wicked amongst our people.
Right.
They want to deny the Lord. They want to follow the so-called white man. They go to him to answer. They don't take things, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whatever they gonna do this wicked, they gonna do it within the jurisdiction of the so-called white man, if you will. You know? And if they get caught by them trying to defy that, they still gonna subject themselves to that jurisdiction. I mean, niggas you see trying to break out, they just go do the time. And okay to go back to the same system.
Yeah, they want to go back to that shit a lot of times.
So that's it, man. All right, you got it.
Yep. So back to the definition of children in the Greek, the word teknon. You know, we left off in the New Testament. It says pupils or disciples are called children of their teachers, because the latter, by their instruction, nourish the minds of their pupils and mold their characters.
See, and mold their character.
Right.
So that's how a generation. So you're only gonna be able to mold the character, if you will, of somebody that's of the same generation as you.
Right.
You know?
It makes sense because you be seeing the disconnect between...
Same type of generation, I'll say.
Yeah. You will see a disconnect between the certain generation and the younger generation. They just don't get what makes these kids...
Well, you should really be saying the connection, because we trying to explain how these children are said or being asked to let their blood be upon us.
Yeah.
But remember, they of two different generations. So, as I was saying, the only way, because if you could read it one more time, because it said the molding of character or something like that. Which one you still read, Triple I?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, because the latter, by their instruction, nourish...
Let's start at the top.
In the New Testament, pupils or disciples are called children.
See, so when it says children, it's talking about pupils and disciples, people that follow, that learn after somebody before them. That's what it's literally saying. It's not talking about no goddamn children for real. These children, they asking to allow the Lord's blood to be put upon as motherfuckers that was already killing, that already killed the Lord, really. Because they would be ones coming back that killed prophets before.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says pupils or disciples are called children of their teachers.
See?
Because the latter...
That's why he said, fear not, little flock. But that's just talking about the followers of the shepherd.
Right.
The shepherd is just talking about Yahushua. Those that feed us, those that bring out this word. You see that? The knowledge of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So ultimately, it's a generation that's going to have all of this happen to them, that's going to be able to play all these wicked things out that's going to happen because they're against the word of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They with another knowledge. So of course you would have all this evil amongst our people. They don't follow the commandments. They do as thou wilt. They believe in street justice, shit like that. So it makes sense. It just makes all the sense in the world. A lot of people when they say that neighbors gonna be invading neighbors, that's gonna be Jake's running other Jake's houses. We be talking about it on a damn like
citywide level.
Gentile scale, but a lot of those motherfucking people playing that shit out gonna be Jake. Them gonna be the main niggas playing that shit out.
Yeah.
Once they dumbasses rob each other, they gonna go they gonna die or they gonna try to go rob Esau, you know, and the other people. Go ahead.
Yep.
But you know they gonna do it amongst each other first because they already doing it. And you know they gonna go to each other first because they scared of everybody else.
Exactly.
They ain't finna play with Ishmael, man. Go ahead.
Yep. It says the latter, talking about the disciples or students, it says by instruction, nourish the minds of their pupils and mold their characters.
See that? So in the New Testament, pupils or disciples are called children of their teachers because the latter, by their instruction, meaning the teachers, nourish the minds of their pupils, and mold their characters. So they was basically raised like that. But the only way they would really be able to be raised like that is like I can't have you bring forth the fruit of me if you're not even of my stalk. You know what I'm saying? If you're not of what's the word? Oh, that's heavy. Crazy. See, we see generations different. In the heavens, everybody one generation. Down here, you talking about 20, 30 years. But in that 20 minutes, 30 minutes in the heavens, if we do the math, brothers did the math before, because you got 1,000 years being one day to the Lord. So what's 30 years? What math would you have to use? What's 20 years? So really you talking about people that's basically twins. They only 2 minutes apart.
Right. In reality.
Because an hour still exists to the Lord.
Exactly.
Obviously, days exist to the Lord.
Right.
It took 7,000 years on our time, which was 7 days for him, right, to build the earth. How it's supposed to be, to get everything established. All right? Under the order of the chosen Adam. All right? But that gotta be the thing people missing. These motherfuckers are the same generation. Cause how I just said they the only way I can really mold you, if you will, is if you're it's like the olive tree, the grafting in. When you go to Romans 11, it goes into that. It goes into what a wild olive tree. What does it mean by wild? The wild olive tree is one that hasn't been cultivated.
Right.
Certain type of fruit, right? Certain type of blossoming, or the way it looks, or how well it's able to bring forth, it determines upon how it was cultivated.
Right.
That's why it says in Sirach, the fruit declares if the tree has been dressed. So I can't look after somebody and teach somebody that's not in my house.
Right.
Stop. I couldn't mold, so going into it in a spiritual way, I couldn't mold you if we have two different things.
Right.
You can never be my people. You usually go into people you like or want to be like. You know what I'm saying? How can I adhere to you and I'm nothing like you? I can't. We gotta be similar. You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying that because, again, the Lord said a man's foes is gonna be them of his own household, meaning their parents, meaning assemblies around. They may be older. They may be that, they may got that big brother or big sister everybody love, their parents love, they push their younger siblings to be just like, you know, that stereotype shit. But a child that's not like any of them, an Israelite that's not like any of them in the spirit and stock from the heavens, right? Ain't gonna be able to be influenced by none of that shit. They're not gonna be able to follow it. You're not gonna be, I'm gonna actually like, I'm basically not, I'm a fall off. It's like the branches that fall off in the truth.
Exactly.
And the way that really happened is because at some point, or even from the beginning, that branch was never really connected to where it couldn't be supplied, which is why it wasn't being supplied, because it wasn't connected. You know what I'm saying? So all that shit going in one ear and out the other. Like you watering the tree, but this side of the plant ain't eating. Falls off, die. Cause why? Essentially, it's not connected. All right? And if you got something, you bring it out. But you got it.
Yeah, kind. So continuing in the word children, teknon in the Greek, children of God, and it has children of the devil. So children of God in the Old Testament are the people of Israel.
Where you at, IV? Because the people reading along, make that clear. So we in IV now, or 4. It says, so that was in general. Number 3 was in general. That's how that go. Now this is going into, because sometimes when it's talking about children, it could be talking about the children of the Lord or children of the devil. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, so in IV, or 4.
Which is how you see a generation. Which is what a generation's makeup comes down to. All right? So really in the spirit, if you can receive it, you're gonna have some from, but you still gonna be able to use this. You're gonna have some from each generation, baby boomers, right? We're gonna get into it. Baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, Gen Z. All of the sort might have those of the generation that worships the Lord. Just like out of all the sort, you're gonna have some who are of the generation that doesn't. That's against the Lord. And they make all the sense in the world. Because you had wicked ass niggas back in the field. And you had Jakes that was like Nat Turner in comparison to motherfuckers that didn't know they were slaves that Harriet Tubman was trying to free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They could have been completely different ages. But in both age groups, you find similar fucking people. You know? Again, not showing the difference on how much not similar, but similar. Because we talking about this one generation and trying to get moms to understand through, you know, the whole talk of generations, like on the secular level, like again, baby boomers, Gen X, millennials, goddamn, who else? Gen Z. You know, how you gonna, why that's relevant, why it looks, and how to relate it, how to use it, how to understand, and to use it so you can understand this is why you see the world the way you see it, and use it as proof to know which generation really gonna be heavily inspired to create the world to be a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Like clearly Gen Z gonna end the world, but you still gotta know everybody in it might not be, you know, people that killed the Lord. It only makes sense. Just like you would think everybody, you can't think everybody from baby boomers was simple ass niggas that elevator didn't go up. They was all slow. No, not at all. A lot of them motherfuckers was evil.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them wasn't. Go ahead.
Yep.
That's why I said it's many that sleep in the dust. They ain't say all.
It's that many.
Now is that from a certain age group?
Nah.
Some of us sleep in the dust from Gen X. Some of us sleep in the dust of millennials.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Some of us baby boomer. Some of us gonna be a damn Gen Z. Go ahead.
Yep. So back to the word teknon, which is children in the Greek, and 5 and 4. When you go into the blue letter, it says children of God in the Old Testament of the people of Israel, as especially dear to God. In the New Testament, in Paul's writing, all who are led by the Spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and thus closely related to God.
See, meaning they're of the generation that serves the Heavenly Father, which it says in the scriptures. This is the generation. Let's get that real quick. Come right back to this. Psalms 24 and 6, you got it.
God. It's the book of Psalms chapter 24 and verse 6. This is the generation of them that seek him, that seek thy face, O Jacob, Salah.
Yep. This is the generation that seek him. So he's showing you it's only it's a generation that don't, it's a generation that do. Ultimately, many of the generations on the earth help make up one of two generations in the heavens, if you will. Because it say, look at the works of the Lord. There are 2 and 2, one against another. Yep. So that's why the Bible just got it summed up. You ain't gonna find Gen X and Baby Boomer,
right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna be able to use that stuff to understand, really, when you look at it, why shit a certain way. Who gonna be able to be gotten over? Clearly what times we in. Once you understand the mindsets, hence the characters, the pursuits, as we already done read, which is perfect, of each generation, according to secular studies. Because that's an article we was reading on Purdue. I was talking to the brother about it. I'm trying to find it. I can't find it, but go ahead. It's a particular one.
So back to teknon, this is on the entry number 5. In the blue letter, it says, children of the devil.
Yep.
Those who in thought and action are prompted by the devil and so reflect his character.
Yeah. See that? So they got the character of the devil, of deceiving. They want to hustle. They want to say one thing, mean something else for wickedness. You know what I'm saying? They want to use treachery and sly stiff, stuff. They want to have Ponzi schemes and shit like that, you know? They want to lend upon usury, Just wicked. Try to act like they with you just to get close to you and spy out liberty. Use you. That's why he says, before thy counsel of a man know what need he have of thee. Because you dealing with a bunch of scattered spirits that's been put here during different times that's of 1 or 2 generations. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta really discern that shit. Because think about it. You wouldn't have to do that much work discerning.
Right.
You'd be like, man, oh yeah, shit. Right here it say baby boom. We know they all
Boom.
wicked.
Yeah.
It don't go like that. You might have somebody old as hell. That's a baby boomer.
Completely wicked.
Wicked as hell. Wicked as fuck. You might have a Gen Z motherfucker. Righteous. Now usually on earth, it's the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean believe the first generation Z mug you run across today or tomorrow or whenever. And then you look funny at the Gen, cause Jake be like that, You see an old ass person, they do this, and then they see a Gen Z, be like, I'ma listen. He clearly a fucking bug out. You know what I'm saying? She's clearly out of her goddamn mind. Gen baby boomers you would have to really listen to, cause they old.
Right.
You give them the righteousness, or you give them all righteousness, cause they white hair. Soon she smiles, she and pull some money out of the titty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'll go slap that old man across his head when I get home. Talking about her husband and shit. Listen a little bit longer, she say some more wicked ass, say some wicked shit. Go ahead.
Should I continue?
If you need to.
Yeah, this is a good one. C, going down to C in the word teknon, word children in Greek, it says, of anything who depends upon it is possessed by a desire or affection for it, or is addicted to it. And it says one who is liable to any fate.
You got it, you want to speak on it?
Yeah, kind. So it's just showing this characteristics that's due to these specific generations that, will be seen. Like the wicked generation of faith they liable to is what? Death, due to the denial of the word.
Or they're liable to do certain acts, because that's not character. That's an event. You mean they subject to death. But that's said because of their character, right?
Because of their character?
Whatever you just read. They
No.
sound like you said they're subject to something.
No, it says one who is liable
Right.
to any fate.
They're liable to any fate, right? Based upon what? Based upon what?
Their actions.
Right, their character. Keep the same train of thought for the people listening. You know? Because what produces your actions?
Your character.
Exactly. So you got certain type of actions upon character, but ain't nobody probably listening for real. So we gonna go ahead and wrap this shit up, man. You know, motherfuckers think we out here just for our help. This shit not no game, bro. The ones really out here, we could just keep talking about the same shit, which ain't, not shit, but we could keep talking. We could just come out here, read the scriptures, and just go the fuck home. Or we can actually try to come out and get into this thing, not to be deep, but we talking about something very simple, which is another reason why people won't listen. You know? But we showing you how deep, if you will, or how serious I should say, something simple like the generation that he said can't pass is. And in comparison to the generation that he says that serves him is.
Right.
You gotta understand this stuff. It's a reason why that's one of the words Yahushua kept saying. This generation. This generation. And now you on earth where everybody talk about generations. My generation, my generation, my generation, and now you heard that growing up, and now you hear what? They literally got a differentiation out here. I thought newer younger dudes was millennials. Come to find out, I'm a fucking millennial. You know what I'm saying? According to them. But that's why you gotta understand we gotta get into what we're talking about, because the Lord don't really see it like that. It's two generations up there. One that serve him and one that don't. Everybody that didn't serve the Lord was murdering prophets. And they all from different time periods. He said it was niggas doing this from the beginning. It's gonna be required of all y'all niggas, right? All that blood that was ever spilled by your forefathers is gonna be required of this generation. But guess what? They were all from different time periods.
Right.
So what would that mean?
They're the same people.
They all in that, they was all there that time.
Mm-hmm.
But guess what? More of them was still to come forth. So to go ahead and wrap that up, let's go back to the that Luke, my bad, what was it? Matthew 27 and 25, and then go to 2nd Ezra 5 and 8. Baba Kasha.
Matthew chapter 27.
So we might part 2 this, because I can't find the article.
It says in verse 25, it says, then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on...
Make that clear. His blood. His blood. It's a certain his. Because remember, there's two people before him. All right? His blood. Man, that shit don't really matter. It do fucking matter. That ain't any blood you just talking about. The scriptures tell you that. Go to Hebrews 12 and 10 and 29. Body ain't goddamn, we not out here for our health. I got some shit I could be trying to really go do after the fucking camera go off. Y'all motherfuckers gonna learn, bro. Think this is a fucking game. The scriptures say you put forth all your strength. Go ahead, bring it out.
Hebrews chapter 10 and 29. It says, of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy?
Since you thinking and considering stuff, I don't know. All right, so how much more sore punishment suppose ye? What you think about this? Go ahead.
Shall he be brought worthy?
Shall he be
Thought worthy.
Go ahead.
Who have trodden underfoot the Son of God, the Son of Yahweh. It says, and hath counted the blood, and hath counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sacrificed.
Wherewith he
and holy,
was sacrificed.
Sanctified, not sacrificed.
Mm-hmm.
Let me reread that. I'm gonna start from the top, right? Hebrews 10 and 29, it says, of how much sore punishment suppose ye shall he be thought worthy, who have trodden under the foot the Son of God, and have counted the blood of the covenant wherewith he was sanctified, and the whole and unholy thing, and have done despite.
Slow down. Blood is that he started at that point again, and to start at the end.
It says, and hath counted the blood of the covenant, wherewith he was sanctified.
You, that's the he, wherewith he was sanctified. Go ahead.
An unholy thing,
And what?
an unholy thing,
An unholy thing. Slow down. An unholy thing, man. Meaning it's not set apart, it's just common. You can just treat it as it is. They said, let his blood be upon us. This the blood that's not common. It's holy. It's what make your ass holy, us holy. So understand the severity of what you talking about and reading about. Because no one's going to do that when you get here. Ain't nobody going to have that energy when the Lord get here. You just talk, it's any old, you ain't going to have that energy then, don't have it now. Go ahead.
it says,
Much as possible. Go ahead.
it says, an unholy thing,
Come on.
and hath done despite unto the spirit of grace.
Exactly. That's the spirit of grace, because that's what brought forth the spirit, the blood being shed. He let out oxygen out of his body when he shed his blood, literally, physically. And that was spiritual. That's why he had him shed his blood, because it was going to bring forth that breath, man, to where we can goddamn breathe, man. That breath was going to be able to go abroad, and it was going to enter into who? Only holy souls, and make them friends of God. Everybody else is skipping over. And if you got the Holy Spirit, that's a sign you got what?
The Holy Spirit. I mean,
you got what?
You got the word.
Nah, you got what upon
blood,
you? You got the blood. Again, we talking about this simple. It's not no goddamn trick question. So if you along, you follow along with the episodes, if you will, your ass know exactly what's going on. Ain't no goddamn trick question. Remember, it's plain. You know? And not saying that to the brother, I'm just playing off that, you know? Per se, if you will. But yeah, man, if you got the if you don't got the Holy Spirit, that's proof you don't got the blood. And we know if you got the Holy Spirit, because you will know and understand all things, and you'll be living according to that. Like you know that. Go ahead.
Continue.
That's it. You can jump back. It's not no goddamn game, bro. Fuckers around here going through the motions, thinking you good. Oh, the Lord, man, you better hope the Lord stay with you. So you need to be constantly observing. That's why I say it's measure the times diligently. Get into this thing, man. Grow. You're supposed to grow in grace, grow in knowledge. Go ahead. Think stand on the fucking same level, man. Ain't no goddamn sense. We stay in the simple concepts and we get more out of it.
What was it, Matthew 25?
Whatever you was last reading. 27 and 25. That's it.
Yeah, Matthew chapter 27 and verse 25. Yep. It says, then answered all the people and said, his blood be on us and on our children.
Yep. Now go to 2 Ezra 5 and 8 if you finished it. So, and upon our children, right? Now check this out.
It's the book of 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 8. It says, there shall be a confusion also in many places, and the fire shall be oft sent out again, and the wild beasts shall change their places.
And what?
And menstruous women.
And what women?
And menstruous women.
What's a woman? A menstruous woman. A woman that got blood upon her. See that?
Okay.
Come on.
Shall bring forth monsters.
See? Gonna bring forth monsters. So people that got those, they gonna bring forth monsters. So those the children they bringing forth. They bringing forth more, they bringing forth spirits more wicked than themselves. Get that, twofold the child of hell. You know?
Okay.
Not no goddamn game. You better the Lord said that. We just going into the understanding of it. It's not no goddamn game. Clearly he just don't want this to come out because I can't find it. You know? But it was an article we was going into, and it basically broke down a mindset of the different generations, which I remember. So I'll just go ahead. I'll try to roughly quote it. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 23 and verse 25, it says, "Woe unto you, scribes, hypocrites." It's like scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites. "For ye compass sea and land to make one proselyte. And when he is made, ye make him twofold more the child of hell than yourselves."
To that. So am I just saying that? No. It's possible. That's what we just read. So read that one more time. In that second Ezra.
Yeah, it's like 2 Ezra chapter 5 and verse 7. Second Ezra chapter 5 and 8, it says, "There shall be a confusion also
Perfect.
in many places,
Why do y'all bust me outside? Got it. Go ahead.
and the fire shall be off sent out again, and the
So
wild
it's gonna
beasts."
go down. How is it gonna go down? Because you're gonna have a lot of different type of people here that were created a certain way to where certain things will be able to be seen. You got, from sports to sports world to all type of stuff, but just, it's gonna be a certain type of certain character and experiences that will come upon certain characters being here on earth are gonna be able to be seen. Because again, of the type of spirits that's gonna be here on the earth. It's a mass variety. So you see that amongst these different generations. All right, go ahead. They all built the same different. Go ahead.
It says, "And the wild beasts shall change their places, and minstrous women shall bring forth monsters."
Now, why does it say that, man? Because these are wicked people. It's talking about generations again. All right, we're gonna close out in the second Ezra 4. But before we do, go to he said, "Minstrous women shall bring forth monsters." What was I just thinking? Damn, it escapes me. Yeah, I forget, man. Instead for now, go to Isaiah 9 and 16. All right? This is how you're going to have these things happening, man. You ain't going to be able to experience certain things because the spirit, that's what I wanted. Sirach first, go to Sirach 39 and what's that, 28? Robert Kashad?
Okay. 29,
39 and 28.
39 and verse 28. Principle, there be spirits.
Come on.
Sirach 39 and verse 28, "There be spirits that are created for vengeance."
See? So you got spirits that were designed certain ways. Go ahead.
It says, "Which in their fury lay on sore strokes."
That's how they were designed. They were designed to destroy motherfuckers. You see that amongst different age groups. Like the nigga that was born to design, the spirits that was born to design the first atomic bomb. You know what I'm saying? The people that was born to what? Seek the Lord. All right? Go to Matthew 11 real quick and 16.
Okay.
To where you have the ministry out here. Go ahead.
It's the book of Matthew chapter 11 and verse 16. It says, "But whereunto shall I liken this generation?"
Make a differentiation. Read it one more time. Make a differentiation again.
It says, "But whereunto shall I liken this generation?
Thank you. Go ahead. This generation. Come on.
It is like unto children."
And that's good too, because we ain't looking at it from the eyes of men. This is how the Lord looks at these generations. Because it's clearly two generations. Go ahead.
"It is like unto children sitting in the markets."
This particular one is like unto children. What?
Sitting in markets,
Now,
in
what
the
is-
markets.
Now, what do children mean again? Pupils or disciples of a teacher. And there's two types. One that are the children of God, the offspring of God, the students of Yahweh Shema Shah, and some that are, the offspring of the devil, Satan, children of his world, and all his means of this world, and artists of it. Go ahead.
It says,
Devil. Go ahead.
"And calling unto their fellows."
See? So this generation is like people that sit in marketplaces and call unto their fellows. Go ahead.
"And saying, We have piped unto you, and ye have not danced."
So they always trying to tell people about the Lord, when they can. Go ahead.
We have mourned unto you,
Mm-hmm.
and ye have not lamented.
Exactly, man. And they like a skill. They skillful with it too. You know. And they on point with it, cause a song is supposed to be on beat. A good song.
Right.
The Lord clearly is Jake, the ultimate Jake, if you will. He big Jake. You know. So this song is on you know, it's beautiful. You know? But Jake won't dance. You know? Jake like, nah, that shit trash. They don't want to hear it. See that? You go back.
Yep.
39,
Yep.
28. All right.
The book of Sirach, chapter 39 and verse 28.
Mm-hmm.
It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction.
So you got spirits that were created for vengeance, but as we just read, we got spirits that's created to what? Serve the Lord. Hence, of a generation.
Yeah.
To where you're going to see the ministry of the Lord out here. That's the only way you're able to see it. You have to have people that's built to do such a thing. Go to Jeremiah 1 and 5 real quick. None but Satan. That's all it is.
Jeremiah chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations.
You got to bring a differentiation against that, a difference. Before what?
Before I formed thee in the belly,
Keep going.
I knew thee,
Come on.
and before thou camest forth out of the womb,
So the Lord really know who everybody is. But go ahead.
I sanctified thee,
He set you apart. Go ahead.
and I ordained thee.
That's the one. I ordained thee, not everybody. Thee to what?
A prophet
I ordained thee a prophet.
unto the nations.
See that? I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. Everybody don't get made prophets. And that don't happen when you get on earth. That was from the spirit. That play out on earth. You know, it's just triggered at some point during certain things or people, you know, when you get on earth. You know what I'm saying? Like Goku, all that was already within him. All the sayings. It's got to be brought out. Hence, Edakari. So the prophets just run into the other men of the Lord and they draw it out of them. You know what I'm saying? Or certain events happen. Angels can come to men directly. You know what I'm saying? But you the knucklehead ass niggas don't think like that. Because the Lord said, teach us up. Niggas want to act like an angel came to them, ain't nobody taught them shit. The fuck out of here, man. That's some proud ass shit. Even if angels do come to you, who the hell is you? You still learn from why you ain't teach them then. Simple ass niggas, man. Go ahead.
Yep.
And this ain't for you crackers. Damn strawberry jelly. You know? Fake crackers, actor, whatever you is. It ain't for nobody else. So don't mind the language. And this ain't even for all our so-called people. This for those that can get it and accept it and understand it's gonna come through the many forms of the people that was designed, the spirits that was designed to push to be after that same pursuit. They say the elect gonna see eye to eye. Give me real quick before you go back to Sirach 39, go to Hosea 12 and 10.
Yep.
Because they're gonna come at different time periods to where they all able to bring forth what? This little sanctuary.
Okay.
Go ahead.
The book of Hosea chapter 12 and verse 10, it says, I have also spoken by the prophets.
See, I have also spoken by the prophets. Beautiful. Go ahead.
And I have multiplied visions.
See, multiplied. Go ahead.
And used similitudes by the ministry of the prophets.
See, that's it. So it comes through the different vessels. It's gonna come in different tones during different times because they born at different times and in different ways. You know, at different peaks, different demographics. Because you got those of the generation that's scattered through time to different places. You know what I'm saying? So a prophet of the 80s ain't gonna be talking like, or 70s necessarily gonna be talking like a prophet or a prophet from 2,000 years ago gonna be talking like a prophet of today. You know what I'm saying? But if you really listen, it's similar. You know, they're not gonna use the same slang and speech. You see what I'm saying? Some prophets might not use the same slang and speech of each other because they probably different ages. You see that in the truth. You got men that got completely white hair already. You got young men like ourselves, you know? And then you got younger men younger than us. You know? That's how it is. And guess what? That's 3 generations right there. But according to man. But guess what? We all serve the Lord. And that's the generation that's one of the 2 generations that exists. So go back to that real quick one more time. What's that? Psalms 24 and 6?
Yep.
And then Sirach 39. And then that'll be it. We're going to close in 2 Ezra 4. I'm going to read this article. Go ahead.
It's the book of Psalms chapter 24
and 6.
In verse 6 it says, this is the generation of them that seek him.
See?
That seek thy face, O Jacob. Salah.
So I said, all that seeketh him shall find him.
Okay.
So the only ones that seek him is of this generation. But all those that seek him is of this generation. And that stay with him. You see that? That's it. So that means what if you ain't seeking the Lord? Now you can finna get understanding on why you see the earth a certain way. Why you see the love of many able to wax cold.
Right.
Go ahead, you can jump back.
Yep.
39.
Yep, Sirach chapter 39 and verse 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes.
Which in their fury lay on sore strokes. So you got certain spirits that's created to prophesy to the nations, and to pluck them up and uproot them, and to plant and to build, you know what I'm saying? And to hew the prophets, right? And you got certain spirits, hence all of them, of the same generation clearly. That's Isaiah 28 and 8, ain't it?
Yeah.
No, that's Jeremiah 28 and 8. The prophets that have been before me,
before thee of old,
have done the same thing I did, basically, is what he was saying. Prophesied against many, because they are the same stock, same cloth. They're that generation. That's why all the prophets going to be together. Like Lazarus was said to be in the kingdom with who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Because really, in the Lord's time, we from the same time period. And we get into the same things, culture.
Right.
We from the same race on top of that. Let's actually get that scripture. I want to say that's, was that the 21st chapter? Let me make sure I keep, damn. Should have kept that shit up. Hold on. Damn. Google Lens. Salaki. Here we go. All right, beautiful. What's that parable? The rich man? What chapter was that? That's Luke. Was that the 9th chapter?
What you looking for?
The parable of the rich man. What is it? The 16th chapter. John 12, Luke 16. Let me see. I think it's Luke 16.
Yeah, 16 and 19.
I think that's it. Okay, Con. Get yeah, that's it. Luke 16 and could have sworn. I know dang well my dumb ass. Go to sorry man. Thought I had this.
You know, he's one of the greats.
Luke 13 and 28. How the hell?
Luke chapter 13 and verse 28, it says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when you shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Now I mean generations, they like 3 generations from each other. From Abraham to Jacob.
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says in all the prophets.
It say 30 some years in the blue letter, right?
Yep, 30, 33.
So that was like what, 90 years? You know what I'm saying?
Easily.
Abraham got like 90 years. Really, he got more than that.
More than that.
Because he was 100.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So he's 190. But they say is what?
Yep, Luke 13 and 28. It says, there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of God.
Crazy. At the same time. Now, how would that be? You know? So basically, in the kingdom, we're going to be one generation. See that? That's crazy. It's one generation of Jakes that served the Lord and that always served the Lord.
Right.
And it will always be that same generation. And then eventually, the 2/3 will come back through them to where they're around. You know? But everybody going to be there as the first fruits. You know? That's the first fruits. That's beautiful. You can jump back.
Yep.
That's amazing.
What was that? Let me see.
Was it 39?
16.
What?
You didn't want that. Well, that was the point you was trying to do.
Yeah, that was it.
Yep. Sirach 39.
Mm-hmm.
At 28, it says there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them.
See that? Now you know who those spirits gonna be? A lot of wicked ass individuals from that wicked and evil and adulterous generation. You know? Let's go to that real quick. 2 Ezra 15. Men shall invade one another. What do you think gonna happen when people invade one another? A lot of adultery. You see that? A lot of wicked shit gonna go down. They gonna break into each other's houses and all that. You know what I'm saying? And then we're gonna get this article after this. Go ahead.
2 Ezra 15 and verse, I'm gonna start at 15. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at 14. It says, woe to the world and them that dwell therein. For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another.
See? Ain't that, that's a rising up, right? Sedition, right?
Yep.
Ain't that what was said about Barabbas? Ain't that who was notable and notorious in Jake's eyes, who they wanted to be just like?
Mm-hmm.
See that? Go ahead.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
All about sending it up, riding. No, hell no, we out, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now you see that now.
Yep.
When you see our people at these damn dumbass protests.
Rallies and shit, yeah.
But then you got a lot of these Judites that said that, how they been saying with all the protests with the Northern Kingdom.
The ICE shit, yeah.
They've been quiet.
Yeah,
a lot of them might be of the generation that seek the Lord. Because it says those same people, right? Those particular type of people was at our Lord's death. That was a protest. How they protest deals with wanting. Matter of fact, go to 2 Ezra 9 real quick. It goes into wanting what and get the word protest. It goes into wanting what you want, fight for what you want. So that was a protest that day. 2 Ezra 9 and what, 4, 3? Uproars of the people.
Yeah, come on. 2 Ezra chapter 9 and
3.
Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world.
See? So that uproars is dealing with what? It's dealing with protest. All right? Now let's get the word protest real quick.
Protest in the Google, it says a statement or action expressing disapproval of or objection to something.
Yep. Or objection to something. All right? That's it?
Yep.
All right, so let's go to Isaiah 46:3. Start at 2. Because those uproars is going into the protest, the rioting and the tumult of people. Like when they said tumult. All right, that's yelling, that's crying out loud, that's protesting. Go ahead.
Isaiah chapter 46:2, it says they stop.
In the worldly way, that's crying out loud. Go ahead.
They bow down together.
See?
They could not deliver the burden, but themselves are going into captivity.
No. Psalms, if I say Isaiah, my bad. Psalms 46:2. That's the spirit though. Psalms 46:2.
46?
Yeah,
Yep.
same chapter.
Psalms chapter 46 and verse 2, therefore will not we fear, though the earth be removed, and though the mountains be carried into the midst of the sea.
Yeah, talking about the government being overthrown. You know?
Mountains removed,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Verse 3 says, though the waters thereof roar and
Dealing
be
with
troubled,
what?
the people.
See that? Who's going to overthrow the government? We're reading that in 2 Ezra 15 right now. Go ahead.
Though
And
the
that's
mountains,
Jake. Go ahead.
though the mountains shake with the swelling thereof. Salah.
See that? The mountain shake with the swelling that up. Jake swelling up, you know, getting big, you know, getting out of their body, all that. You know what I'm saying? Exalting themselves, expanding. When all that's going on, we ain't gonna be a part of that because we seek the Lord. But we the generation that seek the Lord, but you're gonna have a bunch of individuals that's of the generation that don't, to where you're gonna see this played out. And they're gonna be of all generations.
Okay.
But if you look at the characteristics according to secular knowledge, you can see who's gonna be a main factor in these things, which generation. Just based off how they built according to what they say.
Right.
You got it, go back.
Yep. Back to
That's
Sirach,
the point, yeah. I think no, he was reading something before that.
Isaiah 46.
Before that. 2 Ezra 9. Yep. 9.
Yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 9 and 3.
And it was protest. That's what you read.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
Yep.
then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee.
And what the earthquakes do is shake shit. So
Yep.
that's physically and spiritually. Shit gonna get shook up. Power's gonna remove. That's it.
Yep.
So that's it. And then who's gonna help play this out? The generation that asks for the blood to be upon them and their children. That was the making a tumult, riding. You can jump back to 2 Ezra 15.
Yep. 2 Ezra chapter 15.
Pick up where you left off.
Yeah, kind. And this is verse 16.
Good.
It says, for there shall be sedition among men
Yep.
and invading one another.
Mm-hmm.
They shall not regard their kings nor princes.
Yep.
In the course of their action,
See, you talking about the government. Go ahead.
in the course of their action shall stand in their power.
Because that's mainly being seen among who? Because we know that, don't you think Ezra know that he already said he know how the heathens get out. He said he knew they was wicked when you read 2 Ezra, the 3rd chapter. So who's being talked about to him? Who why is this being told to him? Because the Israelites gonna do it.
Right.
You know? Our people, most of the prophets couldn't really understand why Jake was doing what the fuck they was doing until Yahushua came along. That's why he had to say things like, let them alone. They be blind leaders
of the blind.
of the blind. So they doing that wicked shit that they should be doing in those positions they in,
Right.
you know, because that's just how they are.
Right.
But the only wicked, only the people, and the only people that's following them are the wicked.
Right.
So truly, they wicked.
Let them be.
He had to just reveal that. We just was fighting the whole time. Like, man, no, our people ain't getting it. We gotta talk to them.
Trying to,
I don't gotta really talk to my people.
right.
They don't get it, man. You're gonna die, bro. You got it.
No, I can't. Yeah, continuing. Verse 17, it says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled. The houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
And then that's the spirit, because I said we was going to get that 2 Ezra 7, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and get it real quick, because that's going to connect to the 4. The Bible tell you what? Start at 42.
2 Ezra chapter 7
Start at 41.
and verse 41.
The point is going to be in 45. Go ahead.
It says, even so now, seeing corruption is grown up and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly, wherefore shall it not be so now also?
Mm-hmm.
He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore have they prayed for the weak.
Yep, because they know what's coming. But see, the issue is our people don't understand. The only people this going to happen to was designed to have this happen to them. They the reason why it's actually able to be seen, hence happen. Because they the people that help produce these type of environment and events. Makes sense, right? We'll keep going.
Yep. It says, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for it to come.
Come on, this ain't the point.
Wherein corruption is past.
Come on.
It says, intemperance is
See, what? Corruption is
corruption
what?
is past.
See that? It's past. We went into that earlier. Heaven and earth shall not pass. It shall not change. The power seats ain't gonna change who's sitting in them until all this shit is able to happen.
Right.
So that means a lot of people who obviously gonna play this out have to be born. Why you think it's so many people on earth right now? Because people don't really realize, though they talking all this generation gap shit, baby boomers, X, Z, millennial, whatever. Y'all, everybody, other Israelites really come down to 1 and 2, because all you heathens wicked.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You come of 1, 2 generations. That's why all you niggas here together. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, intemperance is at end, infidelity is cut off,
Go ahead.
righteousness is grown,
See?
and truth is sprung up.
That's when all these people that's supposed to come run their course show us what these things could look like, how wicked Jace can be, come forth and run their course and get the hell, and bring forth the events of all these things because of their character, their pursuits. What happens when you don't pursue Yahweh Shemiah Shah, you pursue your own wickedness. You pursue murderers and robbers and make them notable, no matter the age group. You know what I'm saying? You condone and want to be in Egypt as an old ass, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
This is what it's gonna look like. So of course you're gonna have an inflated government that look like it's bigger than life itself that people go into. Because all these niggas built it up. Of course you're gonna have the Bible built away because none of these niggas read it. They old plantation Christianity motherfuckers that gave birth to other children that brought forth the same programming. I bet Jeremiah gonna grow up to be a pastor one day.
Right.
Esau's pastor
Exactly.
with a damn suit on. Go ahead.
Yep. This is verse 45. It says, then shall no man be able to save him.
That's the point. Go ahead.
Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
So he said, let them alone.
Yep.
Stay out the way. That's supposed to happen. That's basically what he told them. They be blind leaders of the blind. They don't know what's going on, and they built to be like that. And they only, you hurt because they getting innocent people. No, they not. Whoever parents being innocent.
Right.
That happened because they fucking wicked.
And they getting those who's supposed to be amongst them.
You got to reprogram your mind and see this. What we going into is actually going to help your discernment. And it's going to help you get better at measuring the time. Be a better prophet. Go ahead.
It says,
or one that has the knowledge of the prophets. Go ahead.
it says, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
Read that verse one more time.
2 Ezra 7 and 45. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
You ain't nothing. I want to actually talk to people. Little simple ass brother told me that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't know actually talk to my people. Huh? How are we not talking to the people? Nigga, it's plain. He either gonna get it or he ain't. They ain't gonna get it. If they ain't getting it, they probably ain't gonna get it. At this point, you waiting on a miracle. But guess what? They ain't got nothing to do with you.
Right.
But a lot of them are gonna go out of their way and try to save somebody that's clearly, according to the Bible, destroyed already.
Yeah.
You want to say something?
I was gonna say, you gotta realize it's not a damn.
Go bring it out, man.
No, I just say it's not a damn TV show. Like, it's not for views, it's not for clicks. Like, it's really about life. And ultimately, us realizing what's going on.
Yeah, but a lot of these dumb niggas actually think they gonna be able to say something.
Yeah, you're gonna be able
to
to
niggas
turn
on-
somebody around. That's
No.
not in your hand.
That's from the spirit world, man. It ain't got nothing to do with, you know, everything on the earth trigger what they already was from the spirit world.
Mm-hmm.
They're of that cloth. They of you of one or two. That's why this written. This is what he going into. So this is past Isaiah, 2nd Ezra 5, 2nd Ezra 4, right? He broke this down to him. He's talking about our people. Go ahead.
2nd Ezra chapter 7 and 45, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed.
That's why he said, no man shall buy thee.
Yep, exactly.
So if a nigga can't adhere to this, guess what? He can't be saved, because the only man that's gonna be able to save you is the word.
Exactly,
Yahweh Shai. He shall not meet thee as a man.
exactly.
If they don't adhere to this, what does that mean? They're not of the generation that seek him. And you're gonna see that amongst all the generation gaps. You got it?
Yep. 2nd Ezra 7 and 45, then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that hath gotten the victory.
Yeah, nobody gonna be able to stop somebody that's clearly designed and destined for salvation. All right? So you gotta understand these things. We gotta understand these things. Ones want to do this. They made to be like that, man. Go to 2nd Ezra 7 and start at 34. Same chapter.
Yeah, 2nd Ezra chapter 7 and verse 34 says, but judgment only shall remain, truth shall stand, and faith shall wax strong.
Come on.
And the work shall follow, and the reward shall be shewed, and the good deeds shall be of force, and wicked deeds shall bear no rule. Then said I, Abraham prayest first for the Sodomites,
See?
and Moses.
Exactly. So he's relating himself to Abraham praying for the Sodomites. Because Ezra couldn't, basically, he's basically saying our people Sodomites. Go ahead.
And Moses for the fathers that sinned in the wilderness.
See that? So our people are Sodomites. But should you pray for them? Because they don't know? Well, you got to understand this. Keep going.
It says, and Yahweh talking about Joshua, after him for Israel in the time of Achan.
See that? So it says their bodies gonna lie in the street of Sodom and Gomorrah. You can't be all caught up because clearly those people was like that.
Right.
Sodom got fucking destroyed. So it's telling you our people lying in the great city that is in a dead spiritual state, which is called Sodom and
spiritually called Sodom and Egypt.
They sodomites.
Right.
They in the sodomism. You know what I'm saying? And all that shit. They gay. You know what I'm saying? A lot of weird shit going on. And Sodom wasn't just some gay stuff going on, some crazy crap. There was a rich and fluctuant proud city. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? They didn't adhere to Yahweh Shem Shah. Because why? The messages were sent to them. That's why Lot was used to represent us too. And his woman.
Right.
They had the angels themselves coming to them. And they was like, man, you know, we fuck them niggas. That's Jake. That's a foreshadowing of Jake. Go ahead.
Yeah, Khan. It says
He could save his wife when she got destroyed. You know? The option was laid out and she chose. All right, go ahead.
It says in Samuel.
Now, what did that mean? They probably was the same age, but they was of two different generations.
Right.
See that?
Yeah. Yep.
Crazy. How she get destroyed, but he
He get
lived.
to go. Exactly. His wife.
But they from the same generation. So what does generation really mean? See that? Go ahead.
Yep. It says in Samuel and David for the destruction,
She was of the spirits that didn't serve the Lord. Go ahead. And he was.
and Solomon for them that should come to the sanctuary,
Slaki. Go ahead.
and Helias for those that receive rain, and for the dead that he might live, and Ezekiel for the people in the time of Sennacherib. Well, that's on Zechariah, right?
See? This is Ezekiel,
Sennacherib.
and that's Sennacherib.
Khan.
Go ahead.
It says, and many for many. Even so now, seeing corruption is grown up.
See, even so now. You got mothers in that same spirit trying to pray for people that was caught up in all this stuff that was clearly given over to it. But he getting an understanding on why now. Cause they was of that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
It ain't gonna happen to those that's not of. Go ahead.
Even so now seeing corruption is growing up and
But
wicked.
guess what? And those things that was going on was because of them.
Right. Yeah, even so now seeing corruption is growing up.
They got destroyed for the corruption they was bringing forth that was only able to be seen because they brought it forth.
Because they brought it forth in the first place.
So they was of it. It ain't happened to nobody else who wasn't of it. That's generations because it's based off their character. See that?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead. And they pursuits.
Yeah, it says, and wickedness increased, and the righteous have prayed for the ungodly.
We
Wherefore,
still got people like that to this day because they don't get this. That's why they having this conversation. Come on.
wherefore shall it not be so now also? He answered me.
They prayed for them. Did he not destroy
Did they still
Sodom?
not get destroyed? Exactly.
They didn't come out of that. He tried to reason with them and everything. They was like, nigga, basically, we gonna rape you, nigga.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We gonna rape your ass. We gonna send your shit up. We gonna uproar. That was an uproar. They had Lot house at his door asking for the angels. He like,
Yes.
nah, man, take my daughter.
My daughter.
They like, nah, we want them niggas. You know what I'm saying? And those was angels in the form of men. Go ahead.
Yeah, kind. It says,
So how the hell, you know, they clearly built like that. They ain't tripping. You gotta realize niggas just like that. You think people playing.
Right.
They set in their ways. Right? Old people, go ahead.
and they're dead through the spirit. It says, he answered me and said,
Hence design like that. Old bottles.
yep.
Every generation could be an old bottle. Because it just means they stuck in their ways.
Yep.
You wanna know why? Because they designed like that from heavens. That's what a generation goes into. You got it?
He answered me and said, this present life is not the end where much glory doth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak.
Yeah, because they know it's really coming. But they ain't really praying for the weak. I mean, they weak, but they really like that. Go ahead.
But the day of doom shall be the end of this time and the beginning of the immortality for it to come, wherein corruption is past.
You know? That's why at some point they still gonna get mercy, because like the Lord said, they really don't know what they do. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just made how they made. But the Lord, you know, he gonna fix them. Go ahead.
It says, intemperance is at its end, is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that has gotten the victory.
Yep. So you can go back. What was you reading? 2 Ezra 15.
Time.
So that's it. You ain't gonna be able to stop somebody from being who they are, playing out their destiny, because that's how they were designed. But you want to understand also that certain things, these things only gonna be able to be seen. Certain things is only able to be seen upon certain people being on the earth. That's how you gonna see salvation. That's how you gonna see preaching. That's how you gonna see favor during the time of destruction.
Right.
That's how you gonna see destruction. You know what I'm saying? That's how you gonna see these specific things. Go ahead.
Yep, 2 Ezra 15 and 16, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, in the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
See?
A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, and the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid.
Yeah, we're gonna go into that 5th chapter another time. Probably this week. Well, go ahead.
It says, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods
See?
because of the lack of bread
See?
and for great tribulation.
Because now the word ain't coming out and they physically ain't eating. So when it's tough get going, when the times get tough
People
because
get
of these dumbass people, you set this up to happen, they gonna get even more carnal. And then the word gonna be removed.
Exactly.
So they ain't gonna have no choice but to eat of the fruit of their own doings. Proverbs 1. And the Lord gonna laugh and mock them. So guess what's gonna be happening? evil, because this is playing out upon what? Evil, just go back to it. Luke 21, and was it 20, go to 21 first, and then go to 32.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 32.
Go ahead.
Verily I say unto you,
See?
this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
So this is gonna be the generation that's gonna get it done, you know? Because this generation, let's get the evil generation. What was that? Let's go to your history.
Yeah, kind.
You got it? Right here. Right here. Go straight to history, put it all up. It's one of these. Was it 8 and 58? Yep, go ahead. 38.
Mark chapter 8 and verse 38, it says, whosoever therefore shall be ashamed of me and of my words in this adulterous and sinful generation, of him also shall the Son of Man be ashamed when he cometh in the glory of his Father with the holy angels.
Now let's get the one about the Jonas, the prophet Jonas. What was that? The 12th chapter or something? See, so he said this generation was evil and sinful. So that's basically everything that goes against God is going to be going on in those times. To where all things written are going to be able to be fulfilled. That's why this generation can't pass, because they're going to be the one to fulfill them. You know what I'm saying? All these things that must be fulfilled first before they pass is because they're going to be the ones to bring them past.
Right.
Because he says this generation is not just adulterous, but they're sinful.
Right.
You know how many sins it is? It's going to be a lot of lying, setups, deceit, stealing, murdering, everything you're not supposed to do. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
It's going to be fucking witchcraft. It's going to be some crazy shit going on. Bestiality. Niggas going to be eating the wrong shit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to get crazy. And you see that with these, it's so heavy because you see certain sins heavier in certain generations. The old ass generations like the baby boomers and some of the Gen X mugs, right? Which we're gonna get with who that is. They eat frog legs and shit from the country.
Right. Chitlins, just fucking shit like that.
The newer generations, they play out,
Murder.
yeah, adultery.
Adultery.
The Gen Z is the biggest scammers there is.
Right.
So they the highly deceivable motherfuckers.
Right.
Witchcraft, it's gonna be crazy. And they steal every goddamn thing.
Right.
You know? And the millennials, you can't trust them niggas. It's just a toss up.
Yeah, so it's all.
Cause they can go
basically
either
any
way. You know?
In the middle of the generation.
They know the
basically.
good and they know the new and the old. They all fucked up. That's how I knew this generation was special. I used to always say that shit when we was growing up. I'm like, this is gonna be the generation to get it done. That's gonna change. I used to always say that shit through the spirit. And it all really kicked off with the millennials. They the main ones promoting, like Lil Durk and all the millennials.
Exactly. When the young ones told me that shit, I had to look it up and it made sense. Like it's y'all basically who basically teaching us the way. All them niggas, Von and Durk and Chief, all them niggas millennials.
Yep, niggas our age. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. They just put on as if they younger. That's how the rap industry works.
But shit, they is young. They just not the youngest.
That's why I said younger. Like,
Yeah.
as if they like.
These niggas, but you gotta understand, them Gen Z don't even really count. Gen Z is a bunch of, we gonna get into their age group. A lot of them niggas is babies.
Right.
Your sons and them Gen Zs. So a lot of the monsters coming forth
Millennials.
is Gen Z.
You said coming forth, kind.
We're grown now. You know what I'm saying?
No,
But we
huh.
young. We're the ones bringing forth Gen Z. Yo, fucking baby boomers ain't still bringing forth babies, and Gen X ain't bringing forth Gen Z motherfuckers.
Right.
They about done.
Right.
So where's all the Gen Z motherfuckers coming from? Them our kids. This shit fucked. It's fucked, bro. Go ahead.
Matthew chapter 12 and 39. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign. And there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
You might be Gen Z born by your parents. Well, we're gonna get the age groups, but go ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that wasn't on there.
The evil generation?
Yeah, I just read that.
Yeah, so yeah, that's it. If you heard it, we good.
I'll read it again. Matthew
ahead.
chapter 12 and 39. But he answered and said unto them, an evil and adulterous generation seeketh after a sign, and there shall no sign be given to it but the sign of the prophet Jonas.
So this generation is, go back to Luke 21 and 21 and 21, I think it was.
Yep, 31.
No, the other one. First.
Luke 21.
30, 21. And 21. The one you just read. The right here. Was it 23? Luke 23 and 21? No, Luke, the one you just read. Just go to your history. This generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled.
Oh, Mark 8.
Nah, the one you read, you just read that one, the one before that. Go back to it. It was Luke something.
See it.
Just click history, bro. It got everything in there as you last searched it. That ain't it. That's talking about the prophets. You just read that one. I'm talking about before that. It was this. Yeah, here. Go there. These be the
Fulfilled.
days, right? But I could have sworn. What's the one you read that said, this generation shall not pass? Because that's not it.
I thought that was the 8 and 38.
No,
Shall not pass
that was-
away till all be
No, we
fulfilled.
just
Huh.
got that one. Go back to it so you can see it. Go back. The 8 and 38 was the one we got to prove that the generation was wicked and adulterous.
Sure.
And then the other one you just read was them being evil.
Oh, that's a Matthew.
So you didn't read that one then. That's what I was saying. You said you read it again. We already read this one. Remember I told you to get the one that say them being evil. But it's fine, don't worry about it. We already read this one. The one before this I'm talking about that you read about the evil generation shall not pass. Thought it was Luke 21. Ain't that one. It ain't 31 either. Go to 31. The 31 verse. 31st verse. 32.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it. My bad. 30. So what the fuck was we reading earlier? Go ahead, it's cool.
Luke chapter 21 and verse 32. It says, verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled.
See that? So that's it. Because this generation has the character and the traits to get it done, which is a compilation of all the generations put together. You know what I'm saying? 21 was the one that said, that's what it was. It was this one. It was 22 and 32. That's what it was. I said 21. Because we read this one first. Then we jumped to 31, which is the one I actually wanted. Well, that's cool. So yeah, so that's basically it. So we're gonna close out here. This is the AI overview. All right. The mindset of generation, each generation. This basically read on the Purdue.com. All right. They did basically a study on it. We probably come back and go to it another time, or I'll do a lesson on it. It says what? Generational mindsets are shaped by the unique experiences and historical events each generation encounters, leading to distinct attitudes, values, and work styles. So each generation, due to the different events they experienced that happened on the earth during their time, it made them a certain type of individual, right? It gave them a certain type of attitude. It made them value certain type of things. You see what I'm saying? And it made them work certain ways. They had a certain way of going about things because of that, each generation. It says these mindsets can influence how people approach work, communication, and even life in general. Understanding these differences is crucial. Understanding these differences, and I kept saying that this entire video. Make a differentiation, all right? Because the Lord was making one. He wasn't just talking regular. Like, ain't no telling how the Lord actually enunciated and so forth and so on. And say he was loud for sure. You know what I'm saying? But he definitely was just making shit clear, right? When he should. It says, these mindsets understanding these differences is crucial for effective communication and collaboration across generations. All right, so that's the only way you're gonna be able to really maneuver through this earth if you understand who it is you're talking to, and you gotta deal a certain way because that this exists. This is how everybody, the fact that everybody come from a generation, and because of that, they communicate different.
Right.
They value things different. Somebody might be quicker to, horrible to say, shoot you quicker than another. You know what I'm saying? Because they softer. They more emotional. A new school, you know what I'm saying? You can't say certain shit to certain mugs, man, if you will. You're able to relate different. They can't relate. You know what I'm saying? But it says, here's a breakdown of some key generational mindsets. Traditionalists, this is another, so this is, okay, so it's traditionalists, then baby boomers. So before the baby boomers is the traditionalists. The traditionalists is actually, that's what grandma meant.
Right.
But it says, born 1925 through 1945, work style, right?
That's the same article?
Nah, this is the AI overview, basically.
Okay.
I'm sure they probably got it from the article. But anyway, it says, work style, value tradition, hierarchy, and loyalty. That's how they get in. They tend to be linear, right? And what does it mean to be linear?
Pretty much in line with.
Let's get the word linear. Just look it up. Somebody post the definition of linear.
Yep.
Yeah.
It says
Linear.
It says arranged in or extending along a straight or nearly straight line, progressing from one stage to another in a single series of steps, sequential.
Linear, you see? Arranged in so it's a straight line, but what direction does it go? So they just keep things in order and straight, all right? So we just deal like that. Anyway, it says follow rules. See, makes sense. They tend to be linear, follow rules, and believe in hard work and dedication.
It says progressing from one stage to another.
So they deal in order. Again, they
Simple
follow
put.
rules, steps. They buy the book. You know what I'm saying? Textbook. They very, no, we can't do it without
Start
the
here,
damn-
you go to college, and then you get your job.
Yeah,
and then you
but they building a fan to keep it even, because all that shit wasn't really going on then. The traditionalists are from the 20s and 40s. This is why you got to really pay attention, because there wasn't no college then. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was still getting hung. Wasn't no goddamn college. These are mugs that was, they dealt with what? Baking cakes. You know what I'm saying? So they did it by the book. They like tedious like that. You know what I'm saying? And they very slow. Like you say all the time, slow as pro. They're by the book. Like we're not finna, like we could take something that we about to build that already got a manual and just be like, we see how it's put together, put the
Right.
shit together. They not doing that.
pull the menu out, step one.
They gotta do it like that. You know what I'm saying? That's somebody from the 20s that was born in 1925 through the 40s, 1945. They call it traditionalists. So it says communication. Prefer formal, respectful communication and value face-to-face interactions. So they ain't doing no goddamn FaceTime.
FaceTime.
See that? Now somebody from, let's do the math real quick. Somebody from 1945 today will be how old? And we worry about Jake.
80.
So 45, That's 20 more years, so they're 100. They gone already, more than likely. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's from hold on. No, that'd be 60. That's 1945, 25, 80. Oh, you did 45?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so somebody from the 25 be 100, right?
Okay.
Yeah, so they gone already, more than likely. You know what I'm saying? Or they on their way.
Right.
So if you got a grandparent that's in their 80s right now, about to be in their 80s, that's 45, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they 80 and up, they're traditionalists.
Traditionalist, period. Yeah.
So that person more than likely you can't give a phone to, you know what I'm saying? You probably piss them off. You can't just take them and have them out of order.
Yeah.
They get up, do the day a certain way.
Wake up. Exactly.
They definitely doing that. All right. So that's key. You think they gonna play out the end of the world? Nope. They ain't gonna be here. It says what? But guess what? They gave birth to the next group. So let's finish them first. Communication, prefer formal, respectful communication and value face-to-face interaction. Mindset, may be more resistant to change and prefer stability and established norms. So these mothers was perfect slaves. They were the slaves.
Right.
They was definitely the children of slaves. They was in them fields.
Yep.
Now, they gave birth to who's next? Baby boomers, born 1946 through 1964. Work style, value teamwork, collaboration, and career advancement. So that's, you know, the people you mentioned. So somebody born in 1945 or 46 will be 79 today, right? And 20 years younger will be 69?
60, yeah. 60.
59 or 69?
60.
1964.
61.
It's a 20-year gap. Well, it's a 2-year. That's actually, what's that? It's not 20. That's an 18-year. Why the fuck is 18 years? Go ahead. That's
60.
18 years, right? 1946, 1964.
46.
No, that's 22.
46. Yeah, it's 18.
That's 18.
It's 18.
What you got? 64?
61.
So that's, you see?
Yeah, they about
And
20 years.
So they taught that mindset.
Right.
The mindset you talking about definitely came from these motherfuckers. That came from the baby boomers. Grandma wasn't no baby boomer. She was a traditionalist. Now, when you go to work style, it says value teamwork, collaboration, and career advancement. They are known for their work ethic and dedication. So these are the ones that built up the companies of America to help get them started. See that? These are the ones that go down into Egypt and ask for help. They're gonna get fucking destroyed. They got Jake in that get a manager job position. That's dumb. Because retirement, look up when retirement is. The retirement age across America. Baruch Shah. It says both with, they are known for their work ethic and dedication. See that? So if you, somebody our age, you worked with them probably before at a plant. You know what I'm saying? You worked with a baby boomer more than likely. You know? A baby boomer was probably the manager. Jake, you got it?
Yeah.
What's the age? We just need the age.
Yeah, age 62.
So they moved it up then.
62, age 70
Nah, hell no.
is,
That ain't retirement.
yeah, 62 is the age. 70 if you want to
Nah,
increase,
that's some bullshit.
increase the benefits.
That ain't
Bullshit.
no. Retirement is when it starts, not how long you can go. You can work till you die. Of course they let you do that. When does retirement start? Because that was a part of the insurance training shit I was doing.
62.
Yeah, they moved it up. It ain't even 62. It's damn
66. Well,
because you know you get benefits.
well, depending on where you
A
born,
policy
basically.
when you get Social Security when you retire.
Right.
And then you actually able to go on your pension when you retire. Because you know before you retire, they penalize you. It wasn't 62. That's some bullshit. Or they just changed it. But let's go with, I think it was actually 60, if I'm not mistaken. Because they were saying like you can kind of get away with it at 57, 58, 59. That's why a lot of Jakes wait till they 60. You know what I'm saying? So that's some winging and shit. I don't know where the hell they got that shit from. But as of what, almost 2 years ago when I was doing that, it was like 60. I know in Arkansas because it's different. So maybe that's the, did you look up
It says definitely
average over
yeah,
America?
I'm gonna look up average.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
what I'm
says
saying.
definitely possible to retire at age 55.
Yeah, you could do it, but you can't pull out till you 660, according to Arkansas. All right, but let's go with 55 to 60, right? That'll be the average. So you more than likely worked with a baby boomer. The Jake that worked hard, they got themselves into the, because the youngest baby boomer is what age? You did 64, right?
Mm-hmm.
The youngest baby boomer is 61.
Right.
So they still working. They still working according to that one, 62. And most of these Jakes that hit those positions been there probably 10 years, right?
Easy.
Don't baby boomers. Battery. It says what? It says they are known for their work ethic and dedication, communication. All right. Now, so yeah, these the good slaves of America. All right. So this is how America got built up. This is who the Lord talking about when you read Isaiah 32. You know, go to that real quick. 30 and 2. Baba Kashah.
Yeah, kind.
They go down to Egypt.
Yep, Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 2.
Mm-hmm. Good.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked.
And this is headed as what?
Judah warned against Egyptian alliance. I
See?
started one.
And Egyptians deal with what?
Bondage.
America.
Exactly.
You know, yeah, bondage. Go ahead.
But yeah,
You
America. It says, woe to the rebellious children, said the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me.
See? There ain't no meetings and shit. Go ahead.
And that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit.
Yeah, damn benefits and
Exactly.
shit.
Yep.
Go ahead.
That they may add sin to sin.
Exactly, because all that shit contractual. Go ahead.
That walk
And
to
you gotta
go.
be a servant. So how the hell you gonna get wisdom if you always holding the plow?
Yep.
Go to that real quick. Sirach 38, because we ain't gonna make it damn, that shit. So it is what it is. Fuck that. We'll do it another day. Get out here earlier.
Yep, Sirach 38 and verse 25. How can he get wisdom that holdeth the plow? And their glory in the goad.
See? And the gold.
Gold.
That's dealing with a big nail. They niggas building shit. Niggas now I'm a man, I'll get off there with my hands, but you gotta use these things, man. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, a fucking slave, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why you dumb. Go ahead.
That driveth oxen and is occupied in their labors.
Driving pickup trucks and damn semi trucks and damn forklifts and you know what I'm saying? Go ahead. Always working.
It says in
That
the,
nigga think they doing something because they got, what's that new app Jake used to try to be the new car rental? Turismo, some shit like that. I forget what it's called. You know, brothers are doing what I'm talking about. Just drop the name on it. But Jake do that now. They go do that so they can rent cars and shit and not act like they enterprise or something. You know?
exactly.
Trying to make it in America. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and is occupied in their labors.
See, you occupying your labors. You always working. That's a baby boomer. See that? Look at how all these scriptures are gonna be able to be played out and are being played out upon all these different types of spirits from all age groups. But at the end of the day, you are either fulfilling the will of the Lord in righteousness or in wickedness.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? You either doing the bidding of the devil, a child of God, disciple of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, or the devil. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It says, and whose talk is of bullocks.
See that? That's all these niggas talk about. So you couldn't, and that's the spirit, whose talk is of bullets. You can jump back.
Yep.
Communication. Prefer clear, direct communication and can be comfortable with both formal and informal settings. All right, go ahead. And it says mindset may be more optimistic and driven by achievement, but also value work-life balance. They gotta work. So these niggas was they the ones that built
slave.
up the companies of America, and their parents were slaves,
Exactly.
which is why they got this mindset. But they just went a little bit, they cleaned it up a little bit more. Like, nah, we ain't getting out there, you know.
This time.
But they willing to be in the warehouses. Nigga got oil all over his hands.
Exactly.
Stink, big hard boots, back fucked up. You know what I'm saying? This is how you have it. Go ahead.
Yep.
So that's why they had never learned the Lord. And it's proven that those motherfuckers is of that wicked generation.
Facts.
Go ahead.
Yep. It says that they may add sin to sin. I'm gonna start at the top. Isaiah 30:1. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin.
Which makes so much sense. They like that because their parents didn't have shit.
Exactly. They didn't have shit, so
They had to work hard and buy into the counsel that Esau was giving them.
right.
You know? Go ahead.
Yep. It says
And really, they had to what? Be a good slave.
right.
Because their parents that was probably good slaves. You know what I'm saying? Taught them that
How to be a
shit.
good slave, exactly.
So when them companies came, they niggas ran in them motherfuckers. They like, yeah, we out of, you know,
We out the damn yeah.
we out these fields, man. You still in the field. Go ahead.
Yep. It says they go down
The devil
That
in your
walk.
field.
to go down into Egypt.
You left the field, but he in your field.
Right.
Sowing you.
Exactly, man.
That's what the Lord talking about. Then he talking about some simple shit. Here it is, all this technology will come, and the prophets is only talking about arrows and the house talking about bottles and
Right.
some old shit can't nobody relate to. Y'all, all right, bro. This is why you gotta constantly seek the Lord. This is not a game. You gotta be into this thing. You gotta be looking this up. You gotta be really like studying and taking heed, taking notes, meditating on this. Cause the more you get of it, the richer you getting. Theodore Roosevelt said, you know, nothing better than a Bible education. You know what I'm saying? So what there go college. There go these baby boomers.
Right.
What does it mean to be a baby boomer? What does that mean? Somebody put the meaning of baby boomer on the, Turo. Put the meaning of baby boomer on the comment board. Baba Kushah. Go ahead.
It says they walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked at my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt.
Yeah, they go strengthen themselves based off these businesses. Yeah, they got good hours there. They give you good hours. You know what I'm saying, Joe? They, you know what I'm saying? Shit, I'm gonna get some good hours this week, and I'm gonna work that double overtime.
Right.
And they paying you double for
The
Christmas.
overtime, right.
But I'm gonna leave half the day. I gotta go kick it with the family and shit. Get these gifts. Nigga, how you gonna get wisdom?
Gone.
Your mind consumed with not losing your job.
Exactly.
Working till you 60, and then when you about time to sit down and you too tired. You just want to enjoy yourself. You want to enjoy the fruits of your labor. So the Lord let them niggas do that. Nigga go get a car, wash that bitch on the weekend. He got his little check coming in. You see him, he top the deuces. He walk like this and shit. He's 6'5", you know what I'm saying? Or he damn 5, whatever the hell, you know? Talking about his wife, his old lady. Then she gets sick, you know? His kids grown. Like, come on, bro. That shit played. Is Israel a homeborn slave? So that scripture alludes to who? The baby boomers because of their fathers.
Right.
The traditionalists.
Right.
And the Lord, what the Lord talked about, he talked about traditions, right? He said, let's get it.
Yeah, kind
The dishes of men.
Yep.
Perfect.
Galatians 1:14.
Go ahead.
It says, and profited.
No.
No, traditions of men. Is that in the Apocrypha?
No. How should I say that? Remember? I think it was like Matthew 16. Let's see.
Yeah, Con.
Come on.
Mark.
Go ahead.
It's the book of Mark, chapter 7. And, yep, 7 says, "Howbeit in vain do they worship me, teaching for doctrines the commandments of men." For laying aside the commandment of God.
No, Matthew 15. Go ahead. 15 started 2.
15 and 2.
Yeah.
Matthew,
That was it too. You could have read that, but go ahead. That's what I was thinking of.
Matthew 15 and 2, it says, "Why do thy disciples transgress the traditions of the elders?"
The what?
The tradition of the elders.
See that?
For they wash not their hands when they eat bread.
Read 3.
But he answered and said unto them, "Why do ye also transgress the commandment of God by your tradition? For God commanded, saying, Honor thy father and mother. And he that curseth father or mother, let him die in the death."
So they them hypocrites. Because he talking about their fathers and mothers. That's what they talking about, the elders, right?
Right.
Those that came before you. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't really doing that. Because you had many fathers and mothers that came before you. But go ahead. Go to that in the NLT.
Yep.
Same verse 2.
Matthew 15 and verse 2 in the NLT, "Why do your disciples disobey our age-old tradition? For they ignore our tradition of ceremonial hand washing before they eat."
See that? That's it. So let's go back.
Isaiah chapter 30.
Hold on, I thought you was reading something else.
What was I reading? The 30? No, Mark 7. Matthew 15.
It's something that took us there. What took us there? But I'm gonna get this from the brother, Baby Boomer. A person born in the years following World War II, when they was a temporary marked increase in the birth rate. Okay. Let's put the etymology of boomer if we can. All right. Because basically they playing off the booming of business. Because a lot of those wars was over trades and goods, I believe. You know? What was you reading?
I think the last thing I read was the Isaiah 30, and then we quoted
we went back to something.
No, Con. It's Israel, homeborn slave.
Yeah, but you were still reading something before that. Before we went to the Isaiah 30. Yeah, that was that homeborn slave, and then that took us to the traditions. Yeah, it's cool. Cause I think I said something. That's probably what it was. How much time we got left?
5%.
All right, we good. We're gonna close out. Anyway, so it says, you can take the mic off if you want. You got the charger?
Lie.
Let's grab me that. Give me that out of there. So anyway, going back to this, it says, you ain't got no cord. Probably on.
No, it's not charging.
You ain't got no cord?
Lie.
Anyway, man, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up. It says, mindset, maybe more optimistic and driven by achievement, but also value work, life, balance. Generation X, so moving on. So now so we can see how they like that based off their individuals. So this is how America got built up. They were baby boomers. Baby boomers were basically good corporate slaves, hardworking slaves that only know about pension and payments and benefits and crap like that. They your managers at, or was your managers and supervisors and district managers at these places. You know what I'm saying? They like owning business and all this other crap. All right? They're a little bit more advanced than their parents who helped them become like that, who were traditionalists. Now, this is how we can see how America grew. Again, dealing with those that are like this of Jake, right? That are of these generations. You said generations, you know, according to secular knowledge. Generation X, born 1965 through 1980. This might be a lot of you millennials out there, or Gen Z, really the millennials, parents. All right?
I got one in the front.
Or siblings. Do what you gotta do. It says work style. It says value independence. It says, we ain't gonna be too much longer, but it says work style, value independence, flexibility, and work life. It says they are often seen as adaptable and resourceful. How you gonna stand here, bro, and you know it's about to die? That's on you. You up doing the work like you. Do the work, do what you can do. That's on you. That's your tablet. This is Generation X. It says 1965 through 1980. It says work style, value independence, flexibility. It says and work-life balance. It says they are often seen as adaptable and resourceful. So keep reading. It says it says value independence, flexibility, and work-life balance. They are often seen as adaptable and resourceful. All right, so these people were the drug dealers that came forth. You know, a lot of those that learned business from their parents and seen that was kind of a load of crap, if you will. And what ended up happening, that caused them to see and be able to take advantage of a lot of the business savvy stuff that was going on. You know, a lot of the trade that pretty much came out of nowhere when they started dropping drugs from like Colombia in America. This is how a lot of Jakes end up getting the entrepreneurial, wanting to be a millionaire mindset. A lot of that was seen through the drug dealers of our people, because that was the main way our people was touching hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars in it, that was born in the 80s and the 90s era, which is why it was a crack epidemic on Ronald Reagan's term, which was when? The 80s. Because that's who Jake was influenced by back then. Jake was influenced by who? The damn, the robbers, the murderers. Jakes that was getting money. We already seen their parents was going to work, being good workers and all of that. And their parents was in the fields being good field slaves and house niggas, right? So now these Jakes, they came forth and you know, wanting to be what? Value and independence. That's their work style, flexibility and work-life balance. But they were still about going to work too. But that's why a lot of them ended up, they started degenerating, if you will, because these are the same individuals that helped kicked off. They was the youth during what was known as Freaknik. You know what I'm saying? So they was going to college, but a lot of them was going to college with camcorders. You know, they was starting a business. They was trying to be entrepreneur. They was trying to be independent. So a lot of them was using their own talents and services to make money. But it says they often are seen as adaptable and resourceful. Exactly. They however they gotta get it. Nigga be selling drugs and still going to work. They show you that in the movie Paid in Full. It says communication, value directness and clarity, and prefer a more informal approach. So they want to deal hands-on. They want to talk to the boss. So they're talking directly to the cartel. That type of thinking. You know what I'm saying? They want to go to the source of the power. All right? They go into these record labels and things like that. Because what else is Jake doing during these times? That's born from these times. All right? Those that was born in the 60s, now in the 80s. What were they doing? Those that was born in the 80s, right? That will take us to the next group. So let's finish this. Mindset, maybe more skeptical and pragmatic. See that? And appreciate autonomy and opportunities for growth. So they was leaping at all, they putting their money here, they putting their money there. That's why drug dealing was so big. And most of the drug dealers was born from the 60s, from 65 to the 80s. All right? And a lot of them that was born in the 80s, crack was still running in the 90s, right? They was kids. A lot of the niggas selling drugs back then was kids. And they end up giving birth to who? The people of my generation, unfortunately. I didn't even know I was a millennial, right? It says millennials born 1981 through 2000. So it says work style, value, the average millennial, they say, is 35, right? I think in America, something like that. But it says value, work, purpose, meaning. So you see the edge off. You see the generation. Now Jake ain't so willing to be their own boss.
Brother say he can't hear you.
Yeah, we turned it down. You got the charger on here?
It ain't charging.
You gotta say something, bro. Thing cut off. All right, we're gonna go ahead and close out, man. Hopefully y'all heard some of what I was saying. I'm gonna end here. This is Millennials. We'll probably come back, sit down and do a lesson on this. Sit down, it says work style, value, purpose, meaning, and collaboration. All right. So if you post according to this 2000, you a goddamn Gen Z. All right. So the millennials is mainly, it consists of people from 81 through the 90s, but like true 90s babies, not no goddamn 1999. Like you basically Gen Z, man. 1990, you know what I'm saying? Like you got to be actually around in the 90s type stuff, because then you will actually remember the times of the 80s. It was actually, I ain't gonna say schooled by people from the 80s, because your parents more than likely, born in the 60s. You know what I'm saying? But it's clear, it's something big, because we used to always say that, like, you ain't no real 90s baby, because the cutoff for a millennial is 2000. So if you born in like 97, of course you ain't really, you a 90s baby, but you're not really a 90s baby. But, and you damn near a what? A Gen Z, which don't mean nothing. That's just worldly thinking, because it's amongst all these generations, it's found those that serve the Lord and those that don't. All right. So you closer to that cusp, to the more middle to the late 90s you are, than those from 81 to the early 90s. But it says value, purpose, and that's key, because you're gonna see more of these traits based off what time they fell in for these cutoffs. Because during these times is a certain events that's happening. So your ass, if you was born in damn 1996, you probably don't even remember 9/11. 1990, you know what I'm saying? 95 or something. I was at school, remember that when it happened. But nonetheless, our parents was the drug dealers, the entrepreneurs, and our grandparents was the baby boomers. It says they value independence, flexibility, value purpose, meaning, and collaboration. So we was more in tune with how shit was fake. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, when we grew up. They are tech savvy and seek opportunities for innovation and growth. So that's how Jake became more innovation, like Soulja Boy. Right. That's how. All that's from us. You know what I'm saying? It says communication, prefer open communication and feedback, and are comfortable with technology and social media. But we remember, you a real so-called millennial, you remember the phone book. You remember letters. You're not gonna have to knock on the door.
Exactly.
You know? Because if this say this, imagine what Gen Z say.
Right. Yeah. 100%.
I don't even like technology like that. You know what I'm saying? Or damn, the social media and all. And I don't like social media. Mindset may be optimistic and achievement goal oriented, but that's what was pushed during our time when we was growing up. Now when we was in high school, you know what I'm saying? Technology wasn't really there.
Right.
You know? Maybe optimistic, but now it is.
Completely.
When you grown, you can afford shit. That's all that's around you. But I remember, man. I remember Blackberries.
Damn, 2-ways and shit.
Yeah.
Damn, sidekick.
Damn near prefer that. Yeah. It says maybe optimistic and achievement oriented, but also value work life and integration and social impact. So Jake, that's the social media's what's that shit called? Influencer,
Right.
social somebody, whatever the hell, right? That's all that crap. Jake got a goddamn wanting to be somebody complex. The millennials. Y'all ass helped this shit start. And then the Gen Z motherfuckers took this shit and ran with it.
They run it.
Everybody, somebody. A lot of y'all got duped out of the times we grew up in. You know what I'm saying? Because when you was finally grown, all that shit was vanished. So closing out Gen Z, 2001 through 2020. That's crazy. It says work style, and if we cut off, we basically gonna say call on my how about you outside. So it says value authenticity, social impact, and entrepreneurship. They are digital natives. They are digital natives. So they was born with technology.
Native with the digital.
And seek opportunities for personal and professional growth. Communication. Prefer authentic and transparent communication. Nah. Yeah, we're gonna come back to this. Hell no. That one we was reading that one day.
Yeah, that one was on point.
That was crazy. So we're gonna come back to through all these things. You clearly see how certain things are gonna be able to play out. So clearly, the main people that's gonna help bring forth the chip is who? Gen Z. And a lot of them gonna be millennials too. You know. But guess what? More from the traditionalist generation probably would or wouldn't take the chip because they sold by their book.
Exactly. Exactly. They not, you know what I'm saying?
If they might, because they sold by the book.
Because they about a book. Because they, okay, so if I got to.
Oh, but they say they ain't about change, too.
Right, exactly. Exactly. That's why they want to phase them ones basically completely up.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's heavy. So you're going to be able to see certain things upon all this. The Lord, when it made sense, you need to rest your imagination. All right, Carl, you had anything you want to say?
Live. Pick up.
Carl on live.
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Waharakak, Wadash.
Y'all get that notification from the brothers on the comment board. A lot of the brothers dropping the scriptures and helping on the comment board. Till next time, shalom.
Shalom. Big fight.
Yeah, bro, you can't be doing that, man.